have no intro, but that's okay. I gotta pull up the stream. I don't even know if anybody's in here. So just a moment, though. Wrong one. God damn it. So, hello, everyone. Welcome. I don't think anybody's in here, but you know what? There, it just went out. So I see it. It just popped up. Okay, we are live. Fuck. Let me pop this out. Let's let a few more people get in here and we can talk about this. It's affecting the entire community. And by the way, people, if I look like shit over there on Facebook, not Facebook, but hello, everybody coming in. If I look like crap over there, if you're on YouTube site, click that little gear, go up and click 1080p, and I will come in much clearer. Thank you, Beth. I appreciate that. Hey, Aviation. Hey, them bones. Welcome. So, ooh, what did I do here? Okay. Hey, GT. Hey, Sarah. Welcome. It was you, GT. No. So, we have an amazing community here. And, we try to look out for everyone. And I know, like, when somebody needs help, we're all for that, always. And, when somebody comes to me, I would take the shirt off my back. We all know that. But we try to help find resources for people, too, when they need the help. Hey, Jenny. So I have Joker with me on the panel. And, Joker, hey, what's up?
You wanted... Yeah, I'm just a voice in your head. Remember that?
Yeah. It's a voice in my head, you guys, so just listen closely.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm possessing her brain right now.
Joker got a hold of me. It was yesterday. Left me a message, said, hey, I need to ask you a question. And found out today he did, he's like, oh, God.
You want me to just say it?
Yeah, go for it, Joker.
Because I can see you're trying to be polite and you're trying to be real at the same time. And I'm more like the real guy, right? Like
yep.
that's what I do.
like about you. Yep.
That's what I do, right? I mean, whatever the fucking truth is what I, you know what I mean? Like I don't care. I don't give a fuck about feelings, right? Because
that's my problem.
The truth hurts, man, and it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
So, all right, what's up, chat? How you guys doing? You guys doing all right? You guys can't see me because I'm doing shit, right? By the way, there's a bit of a feedback on your side.
That's Ashley. Ashley, I'll mute her. Okay. I'll try it.
All right, cool. So, I had a run-in with someone, and this is a community member that you all know. Her name is Nerd Witch or Nerd Pop, right? Now, Nerd Witch has always been on my channel, always been supportive, always been a very kind-hearted, soft-spoken person.
Yes, very sweet.
Right. Whenever she came to me, I don't bat an eye. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, if you're a nice person, you're like that. Like, all right, cool, man. Like, I'll again, just like Emmy, I'll give the shirt off my back, kind of shit. So she had come to me, and she's actually, from what she's telling me, she has fallen on some hard times.
Yeah.
Okay. Meaning, and this is just my kind of like experience with her, and I don't know, I can't verify or deny her falling or being on hard times. All I could tell you is my experience. All right. So she had come to me and she had told me about her losing her apartment, getting evicted. She has 3 kids that she said is going to be on the street here soon if she doesn't have a plan, right? Yep. So I had forked over some money to her because, again, I appreciate people who are around me like that, that's been in my chats and stuff. Always have and always will be. right? That's just how I am.
Yeah. If you
Um,
got it, you give it. Exactly.
absolutely. And $100, $200 to me, it ain't nothing. It's whatever, man. Like I don't care. I'll just fucking here. You need a bunch of money for your kids. That's the kind of person I am. I took it a little step further, and I reached out to some folks to help her out as well in my field where I'm at on Kick. I got some pretty big heavy spenders around me. So for sure, I'm gonna fucking do whatever I can to help. Um, However, Emmy came to my mind. I'm like, all right, like let me try to coordinate something with Emmy, like because I know Emmy is also a kind-hearted person, and if she indeed if Nerdwitch has an issue where she's about to get like evicted, of course, like I know Emmy's gonna take the shirt off of her back to help.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To help her. So I'm like, yo, Emmy, do you got a place for Nerdwitch? Do you got something for Nerdwitch? So this way we make sure her family's not on the street because those are small kids, man. Like
The babies, yeah.
we don't fuck with that. We're gonna do whatever we can to help a family like that. And then had a little bit of a conversation with Emmy. Had a little bit of a conversation with who else? Um, who else is on the
Ashley.
call? Ashley, right?
Ashley. Yeah. And
Um,
Thomas was there, but I don't think you heard him.
oh, okay. And the thing is, like, turns out that she had asked other people in a similar fashion for money. Now, I'm not going to jump to any conclusions. I'm not going to be like, yo, she's sus or whatever. But what I will say, and I'm going to give you guys a teaching. Okay, this is a teaching that I go by from my dad when before he passed away, and this is just what I live by. That's why I'm not really like I don't care. Like if she's illegitimate, like she's not legitimate, I'm gonna obviously to me it is what it is. Like it's $100, $200, they don't matter to me, right? But if she is illegitimate, I'm gonna tell you a story that my dad told me when he was in Dubai. Okay, he was with his buddy, business partner, and they had walked like this like little township that was over there, and there was a guy that was on the floor shaking, needing money and stuff, right? So my dad went and gave him some money because he felt bad for the guy that was shaking on the floor. Well, when they walked away, um, the guy stopped shaking and started counting the money that he had received. And my dad looked at his business partner and his friend and was like, "Hey, we just got scammed by that guy." And his business partner said, "Hey, listen, that's not for me to decide what that person needs the money for. Okay, it's just for me to give. God sees me giving. If the person has it in their heart to scam you, God will see that and God will deal with that. Right? There's a thing called karma in this world." So the moral of the story is, it is not for us, at least for me, this is a teaching. It is not for me to judge what that person is using that money for. If the person scammed me, then that is on that person. But I did my part in my heart, and I know I did the right thing, right? So, with that teaching, what I just taught you, that being said, if there are inconsistencies in this story, and if she's doing this to other people, just bear in mind that this is happening. If you think it's legit, if you think it's illegitimate, that's all on you. However, she is out there currently going around looking for help in the in the fashion of money, monetary help. Okay, from what Emmy has told me, Emmy had provided her assistance in like getting a job as a waitress, shelters, all that kind of stuff. Now, however that was communicated, I wasn't a part of that conversation. But if that was turned down and all she was looking for was pay, you make your own individual determinations as what you think is happening, but just be mindful not to judge the person that has their hand out, because at the end of the day, she's looking for money for some reason, and she's communicating that it's for her family. And I'll pause there.
She's in chat right now. I'm asking her, do you want to come up? Because that's fair. I will send you the link.
Yeah. Well, look, what I want to say, we don't judge people. We just
No.
see what's happening in real time. Do not I'm not going to tell you what to do, but like,
it's our opinions, and our opinions, you make your own opinions. We're saying what our experience has been so far with the situation, and everybody
right. But look, if it's determined, obviously, right. If the person needs help,
right,
then it's a family in need. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I think it's important to see that. Right.
It affects the entire community. Nobody's calling. Hold on. I just want to say nobody's calling you a liar.
No.
But we all got different stories from you, and we gave you resources. All of us. People
it's
from
just
the East
make
Coast
it make sense. Is all we're saying is make it make sense.
You can't tell someone that Emmy is not trying to help you after she offered you help. It's not money she didn't offer you, but she offered you help in a different way. And what is being said, Nerd Pop, is you are hurtfully hurting our reputations. Mine included, Anki and Emmy's, for example, saying that I was rude to you when I offered you resources and phone numbers and places for you to go to a shelter.
Ashley's in Canada and she's calling the States.
I'm calling all over the United States. I called California. I called Albuquerque, New Mexico. I called everywhere that you needed resources and help for. And you said to everyone, oh, there's that Anki girl that was rude to me. Emmy wouldn't help me. Emmy wouldn't give me any help. Yes, she did. And so did Stony. They were on a call with you the day before, offering you several places of help and resources.
Hold on. She goes, I told you I got evicted April 4th.
No, you didn't get evicted. You left on your own.
You were at a hotel April 2nd.
Yes, April 2nd, you were at a hotel.
And you were at a hotel a week prior. Come on, your stories are changing now.
You left your own apartment because you thought you were going to move in.
Hold on. Calm down real quick. All right. So from what I'm seeing, there's inconsistencies, right? And typically, whenever there's a breakdown of communication, you know, if a story goes from one person to the 4th to the 10th person, you could be talking first about a blue elephant, and all of a sudden it's a pink unicorn, right?
Me and Emmy were in a call with her, talking to her.
We were all in the call with her
directly.
All day.
Yeah. Wizards is in the chat. She was there too. She heard everything.
So how are you getting inconsistent?
Be the voice of reason? How dare you make Joker be a voice of reason?
I have a question. So how, and this is just, you know, out of pure ignorance, how do you know that there's been inconsistencies if all of you have been communicating at the same time with her?
She's going to other people now.
Different stories.
Well, so that's where the communication breakdown is, right? So that's how you gotta. If there's other people involved, those other people need to be a part of the conversation, right? And maybe there can be
our conversation that we had with her.
Hold on, and maybe there can be some miscommunication, right? So like right now we've established that there's inconsistencies. There has to be a reason as to why.
That's why she needs to come up and tell her story. Explain herself as to why she wouldn't take the resources.
Just make it make sense.
Because the last thing I want, the last thing I want is for people to dogpile on a person that might actually be in need.
I don't want to do that either. I like her.
And JMAC and Emmy don't want that either, because Nerd Pop has been in the community. We are not here to dog on anyone. We don't want the community getting scammed for money.
We just want to make it make sense.
Stories don't make sense. We want it all to make sense.
It's happened before, and there's people that are actually borrowing money to help. So we got to make sure this is legit. We got to.
So let's do that. All right. So this way. So once we've established, right. So let's just say there is legitimacy in this, right? And I'm hoping that I'm right in saying that there is. But then we should find a solution to this, because obviously that would be 3 kids that will be on the street kind of deal, right? So
yes, Jenny, you're right.
Just keep in mind that this is a family we're talking about, right? Now, if it's illegitimate, then obviously at that point, you know, the people would understand that, and we'll have to. It's a whole different story. But just bear in mind that there is a chance, of course, that there is legitimacy to this, and if there is, then we're talking about small kids.
Then let's help
Sarah, can you send her the link?
And let's help her.
Hold on, Sarah, can you send her the link, or somebody send her the link?
I don't have.
There's something I'd like to say before we get too far into it. I forget.
Yeah, Go ahead.
There was a woman. There's a woman in this situation who's going to remain nameless, who actually borrowed money from somebody else to help. And I've talked about this with Emmy. And if they can have that person hold off to the 1st, I will personally pay that bill on the 1st. So she knows who she is. And I want her to know that Emmy and I are going to foot that bill, so that that money that was out is over $100 will be given to you personally by me. So we're going to let that go. All right, go ahead.
I'm trying to find her.
I'm just going to say one thing, Nerd Pop. We're not saying that you're lying. We're trying to understand why nothing is making sense. You have an opportunity to come up here and tell everyone your story. And you can't say that you haven't been talking shit about the rest of us, because we're hearing it from the people that are coming to us and saying, hey, I'm getting messages from Nerd Pop saying you guys won't help her. So if we gave you resources and you've taken them, then why are you telling people that Emmy and myself are either rude or not willing to help you and give you cash? We don't have cash to give you.
We
So
love you
that's
too,
why-
nerd.
That's why
No,
we
we
offered
didn't-
you resources.
Me and Ashley were asking you, are you okay? Are you safe? Are your
Yeah.
kids safe? And you left the group.
Yeah, you left the group. And then when I asked you why you left the group, you said, I thought we were done. Done what? What would we be done? We were trying to make sure your kids were safe. We were trying to make sure they were not on the street and that you had food in your stomach and a shelter over your head. You left the group and said, oh, I thought we were done. How are we done? We're so concerned about you, trying to make sure that you're okay, and you won't talk to us.
I gave you a link.
Talking to other people talking shit about us.
Yeah, and now you're calling me rude. How
So
am I
I think
rude?
so I think there's again emotions that are flying right now because of things that people heard, things that people
Okay.
said, and there could be again that chance of misinterpretation.
I
So
came up here.
just bear in
Hold
mind,
on, Joker.
just bear in mind real quick. Let me be the referee, okay?
God damn it! Quit
not
making him
trying
be
to-
the
I'm
voice
not
of
trying to
reason.
Let me
blame
be the
everybody.
referee because I don't want this to get ugly, especially when again there's a chance where she is suffering something pretty dire, right?
That's
If my
the whole
family,
point of this, to give
if
her a
my
chance to
family,
clear that up.
just give me a sec. If my family was about to be on the street, I'd probably be very emotional myself. So just
Yeah.
be,
I mean,
just
we've
keep
all
in
been
mind,
through some shit.
right? But this is like it's a dire circumstance, right? You're
Yeah,
going to
it
see your
is.
kids on the streets, like that's. I can understand how tensions can be high.
Many of
Just
us have been through that. But here's my thing. I was live one day and she came in my chat, and we all know her and Corn Pop were together. They met. They were going to get married. All this stuff. Then all of a sudden, he's just missing. And what I raised my eyebrow to is the story that we got from her wasn't that she got evicted. It was that she moved out because her and Corn Pop were supposed to get a place together.
Yeah,
It
But she
didn't
wasn't
have
even
anything
there.
to do with her getting evicted.
right.
Yeah, she left on her own.
She told us
Right.
that she was moving in with Corn Pop, and that's
Her
why
stuff
she's
was
not in her
her stuff
apartment.
was in storage
Yep,
already.
her stuff is in storage.
And
so
they
so let's
fucking ghosted
let's
her.
stop speculating and let's ask the source. I
We're
think
not
since she's
speculating.
here,
This is what she told us.
right? But I'm
Because
saying like,
what came out of
but
her
but
mouth.
but maybe she should clarify, right? Is what I'm
Yes.
saying.
I
That's
gave
what
her the
said.
link.
Tell her, come
So
up.
she's got the link.
Come up here, Nerd
She
Pop.
said she can't come up right now.
Oh my god.
You can't come up and
Okay.
at least make it make sense.
Ask her questions. That's the thing, you know.
Okay.
How bad
Then-
do you need help? How bad you need help is whether or not you'll make it on the stream.
Yeah, like if
Because
you
I'm not
really
going to
need a
recommend
place-
my friends donate money. You're a sweet, sweet girl. You've never said a cross word, but people are borrowing money that don't have it. And if you can't make sense and you can't give people the warm fuzzy that they're helping, then it's not going to work. I'm not going to
And you
recommend it. I
We
can't.
question it because we are online. We're on the YouTube. There's a lot of scams. There's a lot of bullshit.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, we've all been scammed. We've all been through this
We've
shit.
never
It's happened
met
before.
you.
Not
That's
saying
the
you
thing.
did it. We're just saying
Hey, bruh.
it's happened.
Yeah, we don't know you from a hole in the wall, and we've
So
been
we question
offering
shit
you
because we have to.
We've been scammed before.
Welcome and enjoy
Helping
your
out.
stay.
times. Many
Oh,
times.
Not
hundreds
nothing personal
of
to you.
dollars of fire Green Eyes or Green Angel,
God.
whatever it was. She was homeless with her kids, and she ended up buying rims with the money we gave her. It
Yeah.
goes on and on and on. It's
Right.
happened numerous times. And if it was my money or Joker's money, you know, we're okay with it. We're like, hey, no harm, no foul, whatever. But when it's affecting some of our senior members or and other people
A lot
that
of people on
don't
here are on
have,
fixed incomes.
they don't
Yeah,
have the
and
money,
it's
but
and
they
it happens
love.
a lot in the paranormal community, right?
Yes,
Like I
yes, it
remember
does.
a long time ago. I'm not saying again. I'm not. Please don't think like I'm implying that you're scamming people. But what I'm saying
Wait,
is like I remember back even in the D Live days where
you
you
need
guys
to read
ever heard
the
of?
chat, Joker.
Do you guys remember Lunatic Dad and Nations
Yes.
13?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, so I remember once JoJo Walker Nation, she actually did like this like fundraiser where like she'd raised like $1,000 or something like that, and then like 2 weeks later she came and she bought a freaking brand new car, and and Lunatic Dad told his community like, yo, her lights were gonna get shut off and everything, and turns out she fucking and then she says, oh well, Brian brought me that car, and it's just like, well, that's your husband. Like, why
Down
didn't he
payment.
pay the fucking lights then? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
So
what do you
Corn Pop,
mean?
Nerd Pop just
Oh.
said she didn't get evicted. He was supposed to help her out.
Right.
She said, I
Right.
didn't say I got evicted. That's what
You did.
Nerd Pop just said.
Okay, so
She said
I
she didn't
thought
say.
so my thought process is I thought this week, or actually I thought this last week on Friday you were supposed to get evicted.
See?
Can you correct me if I'm wrong there, nerd?
She wasn't evicted apparently.
She
No,
told
because
everyone
I was
she
under
got
the
evicted.
impression that last week she was supposed to get evicted if she didn't have the
Yeah.
money by Friday.
So
That's a
when
flat
we
out
talked to her,
lie
she
right
was
there.
already out
But
of the
she's been in a
place and in a
hotel.
hotel. Yeah, she was
She's been
already out of the
talking to
apartment.
us while in a hotel. So she's already been
Yeah.
out of her place.
Yeah.
This is why I didn't jump on it, because the girls were all over it, and I started hearing this hubbub. I'm like, I'm gonna
Okay,
let them
Nerdwood,
sort it
we
out.
need you to come up.
If you come up and you can help clear this up, that would be fantastic.
Please come up, Corn Pop.
Yeah,
I mean,
and,
Nerd
and
Pop, please come up.
one of the things that offended me is I heard that you said the wee woo community done so much, and honestly, it was Corn Pop that did a lot. And the fact that you said the wee woo community wouldn't help, that hurts. That's not
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
not true.
insulting.
They are helping. They are helping, obviously, but it seems like it's under the wrong pretenses. Like it just doesn't add up. And the girls are on it. I don't know all the details. I kind of got out of the way because it was
I
just too
just don't
much.
want my friends, because Emmy gets taken advantage of all the time. I went into best friend mode and said, listen, this is another person in the community looking for help. Before you jump to help, look at the scenario first,
Yeah.
especially because we've all been taken advantage of. And you know what, Nerd Pop, ever since that day I was on the call with you, you will not speak to me in any chats. You won't say hi to me. You ignore me. And now you've talked shit about me to somebody else, when all I've done has been calling long distance, spending all my money
From
calling
Canada.
to get you resources
He
after
was
you
doing
told
all the
us you were
footwork.
evicted. You said
And
I was
there-
evicted.
And there was a place around the corner actually said you need to call or go there. And you said I can't walk because of my foot. It was around the corner from where you were at that hotel where you're staying.
Yeah, I said, what street are you on at your hotel? And I got a shelter
If
around
this
the
was
corner.
to feed my children or house my children, I'd crawl.
I'm a
And-
single mom. I'm on an income, and
That's
I'm
the other
also
thing.
working.
I was told that the kid's dad was with her. Like she wasn't by
Yeah,
herself.
she
He
said
was
the
with her.
dad's helping her so she can go look for a job.
So
No,
like,
I said I got evicted. Okay.
You just said 2
You did.
seconds ago you didn't get evicted. That makes no sense. You need to come up and clarify.
Please come up.
You
Nerd
just
Pop, come up.
we just
Right here. I gotta
pinned
find
your
it.
post. We pinned your post. You said no, I didn't get evicted. Now you're saying you got evicted. So which is it? You either got
Like, people
evicted
can't-
or you didn't get evicted.
we
All
can't
right, so
help
so
if we
here's
don't
here's
understand.
where the inconsistency is, right? So I'll read off that comment, and this is why this is again, even text can be misinterpreted. But what she said was, no, I didn't say that I was evicted. That I got evicted. He was supposed to help me out. That's what I told you, right? And then she said, no, I said I got evicted. So maybe this is a timeline issue. Did you get evicted later on? Like, was he supposed to help you and then you got evicted, or you weren't evicted back then when he was
They
supposed to
were
help
Nerd,
you?
moving. They
Okay.
were
Nerd
moving
Pop's
in
on the
together.
panel.
This
Right.
is
Nerd
what we
Pop is
told. We were told.
That's
We were
that's
told
the question.
Nerd.
Because there could be.
break,
Hold on. There could be
Hey,
a timeline
Nerd's up
issue.
here.
Oh, there
Nerd
could
is
be
on
a,
the panel.
just real quick. There could be a timeline issue. That's why.
Well,
That's
she's
why.
here. Let her tell you.
Wait, she's here.
She's
Hi,
here.
That's what I was trying to
Oh,
say.
okay.
I'm gonna let
Hi.
everybody mute. Everybody mute,
Okay, everybody mute.
and we'll let her talk.
Hi, everybody. Do you guys hear me?
Yeah, we
Yes,
hear
welcome.
you. We muted. We
I
muted.
We're
know
letting
You
you
can talk.
guys were saying I was going on StreamYard. So what was it? What was the question?
Joker, it's about time framing, consistency with what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody got a different story, and we love you to death. We
Of
really
course.
do. We got even Angelina of Bad to the Bone got you a place, you and your kids, and got you a job, and you turned it down.
What is it?
Angelina got you a place in Anaheim, and we told you need to call this lady. She was putting you in front of everybody who was waiting for this place that was going to be ready on Friday.
Oh no, I didn't hear that. I didn't. I just said you guys just said about resources. I have
That
the.
is a resource, and I told you, and I even said, Angelina, she knows a friend that she lives in Boston, and she's reaching out.
Yeah,
to
she never called
Anaheim.
me. You said she was gonna call me, but she never called me, Angelina. You said
No, she
gave them
told
her
me to
number.
tell you. She told me to tell you, and
Yeah, I didn't get that. I didn't.
I did tell you that everybody was in chat, and I did say that, and you had a job lined up. Working as a waitress is what she was able to get for you. And
Well, I didn't hear. I didn't. Well, I misunderstood of that part because I didn't. I would and taken it.
See, and this is why communication's important.
I did communicate, but
why did
her thing-
everybody else hear it but not you? That's what I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, and then I was lurking the other day when you were talking shit about Ashley and Emmy in other chats. Like, I'm
What
everywhere.
do you mean?
This is Sarah. I'm everywhere.
That's
I
fine. You're
saw
everywhere,
it
but
with my eyes.
did you screenshot it?
Yes.
Can you show it? Like I never talk shit.
You did though.
So
There's
what was
somebody-
exactly said? So let's interpret what talking shit means. What was said exactly?
You said that Emmy would not help you in any way. And when someone asked you why have you reached out to Emmy, you said, yes, she won't even help me. I don't
didn't
Several
need
say
to
people.
help me.
woo
I didn't
show
do
all
that.
the time. You said, I
Okay,
don't need
so
to
let
She gave me
let
resources. I said.
hold on. Learn. Okay, so let her respond. So why did you say those things, Nerd Pop?
I didn't say those things. I just said she helped me with resources.
So you said she did help you, or she didn't
Yeah.
help you?
She did help me with resources.
Okay, because that's not what was said.
what was said was she read the text to me, and that really hurt.
Right.
And
Yeah, but
then even Joker said, "Hey, did you reach out to Emmy?"
If we
Right.
can, we help anybody in this community.
What did
Anyone.
you tell? What did you tell Joker when Joker asked you if you reached out to
we
Emmy?
had a chat. We had a group chat.
And what did you tell him? Because he told us what he said, what you guys talked about. So what did he say to you when he asked you if you reached out to Emmy? What did you tell him?
I just said I left it right there.
That's not what you said. Joker, what did she say?
So the communication was that apparently Emmy didn't help you out, she wasn't like responding to you from, at least from my knowledge, from how we spoke. So like you were trying to reach out, and it was like leaving you in red kind of stuff.
No, we did have a group chat. Remember I text, we did have a group chat.
But why did you leave the group chat?
Why did I thought we were done? That's why.
Done what? The last thing we said was, "Are you okay?" And you left the chat.
Mhm.
Okay,
How
so
is that being done?
so let's identify what being done means. What does that mean to you, Nerd Pop?
I thought we were done talking.
Okay, was it like a hostile leaving? Like you were mad, or were you just like?
No, I'm in the chat, so I wouldn't be mad. Like
You literally left after 3 people asked how you were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wasn't
That can't
mad.
be over. That's far from over.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to make sure you're not on the street and your kids are okay. We
Right.
said, "Are you okay? Where are you? Is everything okay?" And you left the group.
Mm-hmm.
3 of us asked you. How is that done? That makes us look like I don't want to talk to you guys.
Well, I'm sorry you guys felt that way.
Well, how can we help you if you leave the group?
Right.
That means you don't want our help.
It's only done when you're settled in a place and everything's good.
Well, she also.
Holy cow, girl! The people on panel is Thomas, myself, Anki, Sarah, Stoney, Joker, and JMACK and Emmy, and Nerd Pop. So we have Nerd Pop on here trying to clarify and clear up some information because she's getting a lot of help from the community because she's going through something right now. And there's a lot of inconsistencies from different stories, different text messages, different conversations, and people getting shit on basically for trying to help her. Don't understand why, especially because I've never met her nor chatted with her before this, never known who you are. And I went out of my way to try to help find you shelter. I don't even know you from a hole in the wall. I know Corn Pop. I don't know you. And the first thing that, as soon as you said you needed help, I dove in, asked questions, tried to find out resources, called places, called shelters. I have friends who work in victim services that also could help. Anybody in California. Emmy reached out to everyone in California that she knows to jump to help your side and be on your aid. Emmy is the most nicest human being I've ever met in my life. She's also vulnerable and easy to manipulate.
Ash, don't do that. You're going to ruin Emmy's reputation.
Doesn't
Don't
have
tell
the
him she's
details
nice.
too. So I jumped in and said, let's get all the details. Let's find out what's going on. And then things just started not making sense. So you have to understand how this looks, Nerd Pop, to the rest of us if you're not giving us the right information.
So let's go into the what she was saying in chat, right? So you have first said that you like apparently you never said you were getting evicted, and then you said you were evicted. Which was it? Like why did you say? I guess both extremes like that.
No, so on April 4th, I got evicted from my house. Corn Pop was supposed to come through to help me out find a place. And that's how it is. That's how it was. And he didn't text me or anything at 5 o'clock until then. At that
When
time,
you got evicted, where did you go on April 4th?
I went to a hotel.
So
with the money I had left.
From April 4th until now, you're at a hotel?
Yes.
Whoa. Let's back up a little bit because you told everybody you didn't even know where he was, but he texted you.
Remember I told you on a text that the last time I heard from him was 5, remember? At 5. I even told JMACK that.
No, you came in my chat and you were like, I haven't heard from him. And I said, well, maybe you need to do like a missing persons report. And you were like, but I don't know who his family is and all this other crap,
Right.
which we found out was a different story.
No.
So
but
you understand why there's red flags.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, that's how I said it. That Pop was supposed to help me out.
You said that he was supposed to be at your place April 2nd.
Yes, I never heard from him anymore.
Right.
No, actually, no. He was supposed to have been there not April 2nd, but January, February, March, towards the end of March.
Because April 2nd, I wasn't even online. I wasn't doing live streams. My family was in town. So,
Yeah,
and
and
I
we
can pull
heard-
up that live stream.
Right.
It's still there.
No, because because he was supposed to come towards me on that date because the
Right,
4th I
but he-
left. Right.
Right,
said
but
he'd been
you said
missing
you
about
didn't
a
hear
week.
from him.
Come at 11 that night.
You said he was
You
missing
didn't
a
know
week.
where he was. You've had all of us worried about him because
No,
you
but
didn't
the
know where
last
he
time
was
I
and you
heard
haven't
from
heard
him
from him.
He
was
told us he was living in his
in
car somewhere
Arizona.
and strung out on drugs and was supposed to be there with you and then just ghosted you because his dad was dying in the hospital.
no, I didn't
That's
say
what
he
you
strung
told
out
us.
drugs. I was telling you that what's it called? He never contacted me at that time. But he said he was in Arizona. He was supposed to come at 11 o'clock that night, but he never showed up.
So
But
why
that
are
was
you
in
All right,
April
hold on. Pause. There's too many vague things being said right now, right? Like
Yes.
I'm not getting dates, I'm not getting times. It's like he said that then. And it just doesn't make sense to somebody like myself, right? So if it's not
Yeah.
making sense to me, then the audience, is obviously going to be like, well, what is she talking
At
about?
the time that she talked
So
to
let's-
us, she said she hadn't heard from him in a week.
Okay,
in a
so
Yeah,
week.
that was April
when is that time?
That was
April
the first
2nd
of
is
April
when we talked.
2nd. Yeah,
April
2nd of
2nd.
April.
So we've established that April 2nd was the last time she's heard from Corn Pop.
No,
No,
it was
No.
a week before that.
No.
It was
A
a
week
week
before
before
that.
that. Yes.
Okay. But
it was
April
in May,
2nd,
March.
what happened April 2nd? She told you that he's
That
missing?
she had nowhere
He
to go and he's missing.
He was
Okay.
supposed to show up and he didn't. And now she's
Okay,
out of her
so that's a
apartment
time
and-
that's a timestamp. All right. April 2nd passes, April 4th comes through. April 4th is when you get evicted, right?
Yes.
Nerd Pop? Okay.
Yes.
So you get evicted April 4th.
Mhm.
From April 4th until now, you have been in a hotel.
Yes.
Okay, so hotels are extremely expensive. Where are you getting that?
Wait.
In Anaheim? Oh my God.
Let
I
me
have
stop.
gotten help.
So you said April 4th you were in a hotel. April 2nd you were in a hotel. Because we asked where you were at and you said you were in a hotel.
You were in a hotel. You had already
April
been evicted,
2nd.
you said, when we talked to you.
So why would so let's ask that question. So why
I have receipts of when I came to
But
the
you just said you
hotel.
didn't get evicted till the 4th. But you told
Hold
us
on.
on the 2nd you were evicted.
Hold on, stop. You're dogpiling. Stop. So let's go back.
Mhm.
April 2nd, right?
Right.
April 2nd, apparently there's a conflict. What exactly did she say April 2nd? That she was at a hotel?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Nerd Pop, were you at a hotel on April 2nd or did you go into a hotel April 4th?
April 4th.
Okay. So why did you hold on? So why did you communicate that you were in a hotel April 2nd?
And you only have one more day. You had to be
I
out the
never
next
said
morning.
that. I said that I had said that that he was supposed to come.
Okay.
No.
Oh.
Hold on. Do not dogpile. Do not dogpile. Let's speak in logic, right?
Right.
So what is the rebuttal to that?
What,
Terry
what do you mean?
Charms is even in chat. I'm going to pull up the message. But Terry Charms even come on a panel with us because she lives down in California. So let me find the link.
Can you just give us a date though, Nerd Pop, of the day that you gave your notice to move out of the apartment to move in with Corn Pop? You and Corn Pop were supposed to get an apartment together, according to you, when he came down with you. So if he was coming to get an apartment with you, what day did you give your notice to move out? Because all your stuff was in storage.
Was the 4th.
So the day you were
We did
supposed to
everything on the
move
4th.
out, but
Yes,
we
we
had
moved out on the 4th.
messages.
Hold on, let her answer.
Okay, so the 4th.
Yes.
So what day did you put your stuff in storage?
The same day.
But we talked to you before that, and these dates are not making any sense.
But I'm telling you the truth. That's what happened. I even have
Nerd-
receipts of when I came into the hotel.
Nerd
When
Pop,
are
let me
you
ask
telling
you.
the truth? Now or
I
then?
have a question.
Which time was the
Just-
truth?
I have a question for Nerd Pop.
Mhm.
Nerd Pop, are you generally forgetful on things? Like, do you forget things easily?
Yes, but I honestly didn't say I was out on the 2nd. He was supposed to help me on the 2nd.
Okay. Who's supposed to help you on the 2nd?
Corn Pop. He was supposed to come.
Okay, he was supposed to come and help you do what on the 2nd?
Help me move and to find out where to go.
Okay.
He was supposed to have been there a week prior. You told us it takes 14 hours to drive from where he's at.
You said
I
he was
have
supposed
a
to transfer his
question.
job, and then you said he got fired and all this other shit. Said his dad was in the
Yeah,
hospital.
that's what was said
Okay,
in my
his dad
chat.
is sick.
too.
His dad is sick, and he remember I told you he went. They said that he got transferred.
You know, someone
And
spoke to his
Ellie?
father, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
So
I
so
don't know.
you're-
You guys think JMAC just said that his dad said he was okay.
okay, so we found one inconsistency, and that is you had communicated in previous time to the folks here that on the 2nd you were actually moving out. That you were like apparently that's when you were like supposed to get evicted on the 2nd, but then you're saying it's on the 4th.
No, what was probably mixed up is they thought I was saying that evicted on the 2nd. No, it was on the 4th I got evicted. I have the paperwork to show you that.
But apparently you communicated something different on the 2nd.
For Corn Pop, that he was supposed to help me on the 2nd.
Okay.
Yes.
Is that what was said, Emmy?
No.
What was
No.
said?
She for a week she was saying she was worried about Corn Pop going from people's chat to chat to chat. And because Corn Pop is, a big member in the community too, everybody started getting worried. He was supposed to have been there March. You know what? Let me look at the calendar. Somebody's backstage too. Hold on. Okay, he was supposed to have been there. Let me look at the calendar so I don't screw things up because I'm going to give you dates. God damn it. No. March 25th or 26th.
Okay.
So March 25th or 26th, he was supposed to have been there, and every day she was coming to people's panels and telling them, she's like, I'm worried about him. And so it got us all worried. Okay.
Yep.
And so then March 2nd, we decided to get a group call and try to help her and
Okay.
stuff,
So gotcha. Okay. So let's move past the date of April 4th.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Somebody's on the panel really fast. Somebody needs to speak. This is really important. Go ahead, Ivy. We can't hear you, Ivy. Hold on. Ivy's up here, so.
All right. So in the meantime, let's move past April 4th. Nerd Pop.
Yes.
Did I lose you guys?
Hi, Ivy. Hello?
Do I pause?
Yeah, pause for a moment. I thought she said something. Ivy, can you hear us? Are you muted on your end? Okay, go ahead and start talking, Joker. I'm messaging her.
Okay. Nerd Pop, how did you
Yes.
get the finances to stay in a hotel for so long?
I had my finances.
To stay in a hotel for so long, because hotels usually are per night, depending on the hotel, anywhere between $80 to $120, $130 a night.
I saved the money that I had from my job I lost.
So instead of getting into a new apartment,
I only had 4, and that's it for a week. That wasn't covered apartment.
okay.
In Anaheim,
So
California, I guarantee you hotel rooms are a lot more than that. That's Disneyland. You're looking at a couple $100 a night anywhere,
But-
even the cheapest hotels. Not in California. Anaheim, expensive as fucking all hell.
It was
Just say that.
453 for 5 days.
Wait,
So-
I have to say something because you told everybody you didn't have any family, you didn't have any money,
don't.
you had to be out of the hotel.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden the next day, your aunt that you didn't
Oh,
have
yeah,
the day
yes.
before gave you some change so that you could spend one more night in the hotel.
Okay.
So after that, how did you get money? Because that was at least a week ago.
With Ivy, she helped me with donations.
But what did you tell Ivy about me?
What is it?
What did you say to Ivy about me?
About you?
Yes. What did you message Ivy and say about me? Go back and look, and I would like for you to read it, please. This is what hurts. She left.
Who left?
Nerd left. Nerd.
Oh boy.
Why did she
Ashley,
leave?
can you tell them what she sent to you?
Hello, everyone.
There's just a lot of red flags. Like it's
So again, inconsistencies are terrible, right? And it seems like she's communicated things that were
Hello,
wrong,
Becca.
and I'm thinking she's doing that because I don't think she had at least the capacity in her current state
Back.
to
She's back.
understand what. Okay. So
Stop.
let me
She
just finish.
again.
Let me finish my
I don't
point.
know if you can hear me.
She
I
left.
don't-
Go ahead. Wait.
I don't think she has the capacity in her current state to handle the processing of this information. Now, I don't know if it's because of the stress. I don't know if it's because of something that's going on, but currently it's evident to me that she's just not in the right mindset to even process the information that's going through in front of her right now. It could be her life is in a whirlwind. I don't know.
Yeah.
Ashley can't hear you.
We disagree with you 100% on that.
You disagree?
Yeah.
100%.
Why?
100%.
You're the
Wait,
only
Nerd, which
one
is back.
saying you're the only one running to her defense because you're not involved in it like we were.
Well, okay, so like I'm playing the devil's advocate, right?
I get that.
And there's a reason why,
Hold
because
on, Nerd.
be-
Wait,
be-
Nerdy.
I'm trying to look at
Nerdy,
it and it knocked me out.
Okay. So, you can't read the message then, right?
Yeah, was it saying about the troll?
Hold on.
About you?
About me.
Yeah, about it wouldn't, you guys said it wouldn't like go, like having it up there because of the trolls?
No, okay, that's true. I wasn't going to share your stuff because of the trolls, but you said something about me.
I don't hear her.
I hear her.
Okay, cool.
Emmy, can you hear me?
I hear you.
Okay, I'm sorry. You put me in and I had to leave the room for a minute.
Okay. Okay.
Hey,
So
there's
Ivy's in here.
There's two
This is
nerd
Ivy.
pops in there. If I kick one out, if I kick out the device not connected, is everything cool?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody's got an echo.
I'm sorry. You put me in and I had to leave
I don't
the
know
room.
why. Hold on.
Okay.
Why do I
Well,
have to
just
leave
tell
the room?
tell your story really fast, and
Do I still have echo?
nope, you're good. Okay,
All right.
Ivy, go ahead.
All right, look, here's the thing. I in no way want to embarrass Nerd Pop. Okay, that
No,
literally I've been here the whole time. And I was just going to stay in the background because I really don't like confrontation. And right now I'm very nervous and I'm very upset. Like I want to cry.
Me too.
I feel
What
ya.
happened was, and I can't remember what day it was, is that she came to me asking for help. She told me at that point that she was in a hotel. She got evicted with her kids, that she needed money to be able to stay in that hotel for the next 2 days. And she was getting kicked out at 11. At 10 to 11, she sent me a message kind of freaking out, like, oh my God. She's like, fuck my life. I'm about to get booted out of here. So, my husband's going to kill me if he hears this. So I sent her
I
the
got
money.
you covered. I don't know if you heard this in the beginning,
I
but I
did,
got it
and
covered.
listen, this was me. I appreciate it, but it's unnecessary. I'll figure it out one way or another.
No, we got you.
No,
We got you.
no, I got it. I
I
got it. That's it. I got it.
I ran and I borrowed the money and I gave her the money for the 2 nights, what she needed, what was left. And then I gave her an additional $25 later on so she could and her kids could eat. So I think I'm doing like the right, the right thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't want to throw her under the bus. I don't. I like, this is killing me right now. She did not say anything to me about resources because I said to her on Monday, you need to get on the phone and start calling around and getting resources to help you. I said that to her. And at no point did she say that you guys had ever done that. I'm just telling the truth, okay? And Nerd Pop, I don't want to embarrass you. If you are really in this situation, then I feel horrible for you. But I can't just sit here and say nothing because everybody's got a different story. So
when we talked,
you guys found out that I was helping her because I made a post. I made a post on Facebook and I made a post on YouTube. Let's help this girl out. And then what happened was I made a post in somebody else's live, who said, yeah, absolutely. Go ahead. You can do that if she needs help. And people in that chat donated. So if this is all not kosher, then I feel like, I took their money. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like that feeling.
Right, but when I said you said resources, you said to me when I told you, well, I did tell you about resources and they have resources and you're all resources that you got upset. I mean, when you said that like resources ain't gonna help now, like you need help now.
Oh yeah, right at that
very when I told you that they helped me with resources.
I listen, nerd. I have a very bad memory. Maybe you told me that. I don't remember that. I really don't remember that. But and I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna listen. If this whole thing is like one big scam, then I'm the fool. What can I say? But
why would I would never scam something like this. This is big, like.
Listen, nerd. You have to understand something. I mean, I jumped to help you because I really, really felt emotional about it. Okay,
I really appreciate it.
I didn't even think twice, and I just did it. So I'm just saying,
Yeah, that's what I told you. Yeah, no, I really appreciate your help. What you did, like, yeah, but when I told you that, I said they helped me with resources, but you're like, you need help now, though. Like, I hate it when people say that. Like,
okay, so let me ask this:
I sent her were for right now. They would have helped her right now, that minute, real time. Right now, today, they would have helped her.
So
when you got money,
the 12th of April.
When you got money, you said you got it from an aunt.
Yeah, that one time. And then Ivy helped me with the rest of the change. Yeah, that I needed.
So Ivy was the aunt. You told us.
The aunt? No. My aunt Joan helped me out.
So I gave her the money on the 12th, and then on the 14th, people gave her money from another channel.
Yes.
So what have you been doing since then, though?
The what?
How are you getting money to stay in this hotel all the time?
Right. It's been like 20 days. What resources have you reached out to?
I have the voucher from church. Resources. Yeah.
We had a place for you to stay.
Wait, hold on. Voucher from church to do what?
Just to stay in a hotel.
So I don't know, how does a voucher give you 20 days of hotel time?
These programs will pay for it. They'll pay because she has kids. They'll pay for her to stay in a hotel room for like 30 days or whatever. They'll pay for it.
They gave me 1 week.
You got to call the right one. There's a whole list of them. I told you, go down to social services. That's the one that'll help you.
They've only given you help for 1 week. So what have you been doing so far?
Day by day.
For a month.
Like, I don't know about all this corn pop stuff. I have no idea. I believe he told me he was supposed to come help her move or find a place or move, whatever it was, and he just ghosted her completely.
Mm-hmm.
So that was that situation. And nerd, I don't know you really at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when I start hearing all these,
you've been very, very kind. Very kind.
Somebody has feedback. Somebody needs to mute.
Is it me?
Yeah, there we go.
I'm an emotional person. So I get, I get really, I get myself involved sometimes places where I shouldn't. I mean, I'm even like messaging Beth, like, oh my God, this poor girl. I'm like talking to everybody. I'm talking to everybody.
Can I ask a question as well, Nerdpop? Why did you say to Ivy that I was rude to you? That's the girl that's rude to me. Where was I rude to you when all I've done is help
when
you?
we were talking, when you messaged me, and then you just, I have the snap. You just like you said something, and then you're like, okay, and then you just
I blocked you.
Yeah.
I blocked you as soon as you left the group, and I said, "Why did you leave the group?" And you said,
that got
"We're
me
done."
crazy, and then you're like this and this, and then you're like, then you just like hung up, like you just exited the chat out.
I left. No, I didn't.
Like I did
said,
that time. Like
I have
you just
screenshots.
I can't believe I got to say this, but hey, we need to listen to Joker and not dogpile her. We're throwing a whole lot at her all at once. Let her answer one before we start throwing more on her. She's like, we're completely pounded on her right now. And that
Wait a minute, who is that? Who else is on the panel?
Yeah, and I can't believe I just said I agree with Joker. I'll never say it again. So just,
Tony, are you
saying. Hi, Ivy.
Wait,
but that's a good observation.
Come up here.
How am
It
I
does take a lot to
dogpiling
come up
without
here, so I want to thank you for that.
questions? I don't understand how I'm dogpiling though if I'm asking a question that was disrespected towards me after I went and helped her. I went out of my way to help her. That's why I asked.
No, I'm just saying one at a time. We can't we're all coming at her like it's crazy.
Oh, I was already talking to her, so I didn't hear anybody else jump in.
I know. Go ahead.
All I was saying was, Nerdpop, when I asked you why you left the group, you said, I thought we were done. And right then and there, just like everybody else was in shock to that, we're done. Well, what do you mean we're done? We've been trying to help you for days. So when you left the group, that made a red flag for me. And I'm like, this is really fishy for me. I don't understand how we're going out of our way to help this person and she wants nothing to do with us. And then you just stopped talking to us. You wouldn't answer us. It's really strange. And then all the inconsistencies, and I'm not here to dogpile on you. We just want to make sure if you are in a situation that's really, stuck, why won't you take the resources we're giving you? Like if you're that dire, you take it. It doesn't matter what it is, you take it.
Right, yeah, and that's what I did.
Not only that, don't lie to us about it.
You didn't take it all. We were all in the calls when the job was being offered to you. And people were going to go out of their way and give you rides to look for jobs.
I honestly, I never heard. Maybe I misheard it because I didn't hear that. I would have took that. Maybe I didn't hear that.
I don't know.
But you couldn't even walk around the corner because you said something about your foot. And I think that's what you said. You're like, how can I be a waitress if my foot hurts or something like that? I think that's what you said.
Yeah, my heel. Yeah, I messed up my heel.
So you did turn down the job because now that I have a really bad memory. Everybody knows this, but it does get triggered. Right. And you did say, because of my foot, how would I be able to waitress?
Waitress? No, I said my heel hurts. Yeah, but I didn't hear that waitress job. I swear I didn't hear that.
That's what you said. You go, how can I waitress? How can I do waitressing? Hold on. Mm-hmm. I offered you a job. I'm trying to think. It's coming to my head. Yeah, something like, how can I do waitressing if my foot hurts?
Yeah, but I never heard about waitressing. I just told you
then why would you do that?
Okay, so it seems like there's a memory issue here, because it's I'm constantly, from how I'm evaluating this, is she said this. I don't remember hearing or saying that. That's the constant theme here. There's a memory problem here, and I don't know if that's a memory processing issue with Nerdpop, where she may have an issue going on, or a stress thing, like I said earlier. But there is a memory problem here.
I don't think she is.
Because if she's telling you, I mean, obviously she said her heel hurts, right? And anybody on the spot, memory. if they're offered a waitressing job, they know that's a lot of walking, right? And obviously at that point in time, like, well, how the fuck am I supposed to do that if I have a heel issue, right? Mm-hmm. But now she's saying she'll do it.
Also,
right?
you
So
guys,
it seems there's a memory issue here.
real quick, because I'm in the chat reading, and Computer Chick Productions said, I have a company in her location looking for cashiers. Right there are jobs out there. So she seems to have
Cashiering
some kind
jobs
of
I'm not good
resource.
at.
Why would you decline that? Just do it. It's money.
Listen, I
I
don't
was
know.
just gonna
really.
say that. Like, you have 3 kids. You have to think about the future of what you're gonna do. You can't just go around to YouTube and ask people for money every day so that you can stay in a hotel. You have to think, what is going to happen in a month from now? I have 3 children. I need to feed them. I need to keep a roof over their head. What are you gonna do in the long term? Because this isn't working. It's not working. And everybody was trying to help you with resources, and you just left. You were like,
Basically,
bye.
you said no to everything.
So
I
moral of
took
the
in-
story. Moral of the story is you can't decline stuff like this, right? I mean, that's just.
And I did. I accepted him.
Well, no, you didn't. You literally just said you wouldn't do the cashier job because you're not good at it. But what I'm saying is,
It's I
okay,
have display on money thing, so I don't want to throw that out there in my business, but like.
well, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Your situation right now is public, and like you consulted with public figures who are doing their best to help you, right?
Right.
So we're establishing right now that there is a need. Your need is you need to support your kids and find a place to live. What is your current status? What's like? You told me your phone's going to get cut off in 2 days. Is that still a thing? Is that really happening?
Yes.
Okay, your phone's going to get cut off in 2 days. Where are you staying in 2 days? Because if, say, for instance, what you're saying is true, then in 2 days, you're going to lose the very thing that you're using to communicate to us or anyone else to essentially get your resources to help you.
Right.
So what else is going to happen in 2 days?
Well, I'm just gonna go in the shelter.
Why didn't you do that at the beginning of the month?
Jesus.
What?
Okay, so you're saying you're going to go into the shelter.
If you would have done that when we gave you that list of shelters, you would already be in a place because they help you get a place. They pay your rent, your first, your last. They put you in a place, and they pay for it for a while. You could have already been in a place. You're choosing not to. You're going YouTube to YouTube when you should just be making phone calls.
What about food? What are you doing for food?
Food banks.
Okay, smart.
All right,
So,
I need to ask you a question.
If you have 3 kids and no job, why don't you get food stamps?
well, food banks it's free food. You go whenever they come.
But she should be able to get food stamps. Therefore, she should be able to get
food stamps
an
and a check and
Obama phone
everything.
for free.
Emergency food
Section
stamps.
8, all of that. Emergency.
If you're homeless, they will give you emergency food stamps today.
And she can apply for all of it online.
Yep.
You guys,
all a phone
let
call.
me just ask a question. And Nerd, I'm just wondering now, because here's the thing.
Right.
I'm trying not to throw anybody under the bus, but they came to me because they saw my posts and they were like, oh shit, like she's giving her money or other people are going to give her money and we don't know what's really happening. And we give her resources. You told me that Emmy wouldn't help you. And I don't even know why for 1 second I believe that, because I do know Emmy. And I literally apologized for her today for something she didn't even know happened. Okay, because I felt so bad that I would even think like she wouldn't help somebody in need. Okay, but I'm wondering, are you not going to a shelter, like a women's shelter, because your baby daddy is with you at that hotel?
No.
Is he with you right now?
I'm under the impression that your baby daddy was with you.
No. He helped me.
That's not what you told us.
No, he helped. No, I'm saying he helped me out. Yes. To move in.
No, you said he was there.
Said he was staying at the hotel with you, nerd. You said that.
No, I said he was helping me move my stuff in here.
No.
Oh, I gotta walk away. Oh,
You said
At
that he
least
was
4
there
of
and
us
he was
have heard that
illegal,
he was
and then
staying
he
with
was there
you.
because he was homeless too.
I am
At
very
least
happy.
he is
4 of us
homeless.
heard that he was staying with you.
No, he is homeless too. But doesn't mean he's
So
staying
he's
with
there
you.
with you.
But you
No.
yourself said he was staying with you.
Yes, because the specific question was to you, does Corn Pop know that he's staying with you? And you said, yes, he knows the whole situation.
Okay, well, he may not be
No.
staying there now, but has he staying there with you?
No.
And
He's
if he
not.
was, and you said that, when was the last time you talked to Corn Pop?
What do you mean? Was the last time was April 2nd?
Which was a
Never heard
lie
from him.
because you were in my chat.
I
and you
have
said
their
you
text.
hadn't heard
I
from
wish I
him.
had the Instagram text. So that's when I could have screenshot it because I erased
April
it.
2nd was the day you were talking
was-
to us and said you hadn't heard from him in a week, and now you just said you talked to him on April 2nd.
Right. That's what I said earlier.
Because I wish I could bring my thing up because it wasn't. It was all mixed up.
we had been talking to you April 2nd, April 3rd, and you said you deleted all the messages from him because you were pissed off. You deleted
Yes.
the only contact phone number you had for his friend. Okay,
mean
so
the-
you deleted all the shit when we were like, "Why did you do that?" And
Corn
then
Pop-
when did you talk to Corn Pop on April 2nd when we were in a call with you all fucking day?
Trying to
All
find him,
day
calling
with
his
you.
dad, and trying to find everybody, dude. Calling his number, all that.
So when did he talk to you April 2nd?
And you said you were so worried because you hadn't talked to him in a week.
Yeah, I haven't talked to you.
But you just said you did that day.
I'm
Oh
looking
my
at the
God.
text.
Make it make sense, Nerd Pop.
Hold on,
Make
you
it make
guys.
sense.
Yeah, GT, you are absolutely correct. But when somebody's being inconsistent,
Yes, I have the text that Tuesday, April 2nd. You're wearing me a lot, baby. What the fuck is going on? I have the text when
and what did he say?
he didn't speak. He didn't say anything. He wasn't
Well,
talking
then
to
But you
me.
didn't
talk
hear
to him.
from them.
Oh my Lord Jesus, take the wheel. Take it with both hands, Jesus.
You text him, but you didn't hear back from him.
Right.
But you
That's
just
at
said
10
you
Okay,
talked
p.m.
to him.
you said you talked to him on April 2nd. You
Yeah, that
just
was
said
10
this.
p.m., honey. That was 10 p.m. He didn't, at 5
Oh my
o'clock. I
God.
never at 5 p.m. I was trying to get a hold of him.
You just said you talked to him. Last time I talked to him was April 2nd. You
Yeah,
just
I
said
talked
that.
to him that. Let me see. I talked to
What
him
did-
that day, but that was the last time I talked to him. Was the
Okay,
fit on
that
the
day,
time.
that day was the day you talked to us and said you hadn't heard from him in a week. But you just now you're saying you talked to him that day.
Maybe that's when I talked to you guys that week, but that's when I let you guys
Oh my
know.
God, are
But-
you okay? Are you okay?
Huh?
Can you hear? Can you hear what we're saying? You're not going to talk
Nerd.
circles around me. That's not going to
What?
happen. I'm telling you right now. You're out of your league there. You're being completely condescending to yourself right now. Listen to what you're saying. Make it make sense.
Jay, can you mod Faith, please? Okay, let me ask this. Okay, so everybody in chat right now, everybody in chat, did Nerd Pop tell everyone that she was so worried about Corn Pop all
Yep.
week from March? That March whatever I said,
Yeah.
26th.
Mhm.
Okay, so you were telling everybody you hadn't heard from him. So we
In March.
we decided to do a call with you to help you out.
Right.
To find resources. And we were calling all around all of our friends, and everybody was coming and helping you, getting you a place to live. You would have been in there Friday and a job.
Can I
But
ask
and
You
then
would have
we
went
went
down to
home.
the welfare the next day like you
Hold
should
on,
have done. You would have done dinner in a place.
Stoney. Then Ashley, you gave us Corn Pop's number. Ashley was trying to call him. Ashley found his dad's number. All this. And now you're saying you talked to him on April 2nd?
I wish Corn Pop was around to do this. If you guys know, if you guys have his dad's number, supposedly, because this is getting out of hand. Because he would tell you the truth too.
I really don't want to bother
We
this
do.
man's sick father.
Right.
Corn Pop,
Why
what
did
did
We
you
you
say
made
that?
anyone that needs
contact.
to
He
tell
said
the
his son
truth?
was fine. That's all. That's all I want. Anyone bothering that man again. That's it.
That's true, JMAC.
We asked him. He said his kid
I
was
have
fine. Let's leave that old man alone.
He probably thinks we're all
Yeah.
batshit crazy to begin with. I
I
mean, come
have
on.
something that I need to bring up though, because after all of this, after the conversation was had, there was a news report on the news in Anaheim that there was a dead body found on the side of the road, and you sent that report to Ash and said, "Oh my God, this is the road he takes. This could be him." Ash said, "Why don't you call the police? Why don't you go down to the police and make a police report?" I don't have time for all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Did you or did you not say that?
Right.
Yeah, because
I'm
you're
worried
not
about my
worried
own
about
stuff.
him. You're not
Right.
worried about him. These are my red flags. This is what I'm saying. You came into my chat. This is Sarah. You came into my chat talking about you were worried about him. You didn't hear from him. This was long before April 2nd. And I said, you should make a police report if you're worried about him. I will if I don't hear from him tonight. That police report was never made. Then you send a news report after everybody is trying to help you, talking about, oh my God, this could be him, but you don't have time to go up to the police department and say, hey, my boyfriend's missing. It's because he broke up with you and he found out how crazy you
Ding,
were,
ding,
isn't it?
ding, ding, ding.
So what?
It's because he found out who you really are. That's why he's not talking to you.
His father
Isn't
is
it?
Well, I really am.
fine.
Because if that was my boyfriend and he was supposed to come and I didn't hear from him
Actually,
and I thought he was dead on the side of the road, you better bet your
Fiance.
ass I'm going to the police station. Let's make
Fiance.
it make sense.
Not
Yeah,
your
you
boyfriend,
never even
fiance.
called me and told me anything. Like, if you were gonna even leave me.
You
Make
said
it make
your
sense.
baby's dad is homeless too. Where did you leave your kids when you went to Vegas for 3 weeks for Corn Pop? With their
Their
baby's
dad?
homeless?
Mhm.
You left your kid with
Homeless.
their what?
Homeless.
You said
Yeah, you said he was
Your dad
homeless.
was
He's homeless too.
Yes, he was staying at when I had that place. I wasn't gone at that time. I didn't get evicted
Oh, I
at
see
the
what
time.
she's saying. Oh, he
I
stayed at
didn't
your
get
house.
And you
evicted.
told
Yeah.
Ivy they broke up. You
See,
told
Corn Pop even knew
Ivy.
that.
You told Ivy that you and Corn Pop broke up. She didn't hear all this other stuff.
This was,
You never told us.
Vegas wasn't in April or March.
Vegas was in February.
February, yes. I didn't get evicted at that time. You know what I'm saying?
We're not talking about that. We're talking about
So
you
did
are
your baby's
telling
dad live
people
with you at
different
your
stories.
apartment?
The what? Say that one more time.
Did your baby's dad live at the apartment with you? That's why you just left the kids home with him?
No, he didn't live there, sweetheart.
So when you were working,
Did
who
she
was
say
watching
yet?
your kids?
Did she say yet? What?
Yes.
No,
Yet?
he didn't stay. He didn't live with me.
At that time, but he does now.
No, he doesn't live with me now.
Okay.
He doesn't
hold
live
on.
there because he doesn't live anywhere.
I gotta ask a
Doesn't mean he didn't
question.
live with me.
When you were working, who was watching your kids?
When I had a babysitter but she moved. She had moved.
How were you paying
Okay,
for a
but when
babysitter?
she moved, who was watching your kids after that? Because it's expensive to have a
Right,
babysitter,
I
and it's
understand.
not worth working.
He was. The dad was.
At your house?
Yes, he would watch my work. Yes.
Because he was staying there.
No, he doesn't stay at. He didn't stay
So
at
he
my
was
house.
homeless, and he would come stay, watch the kids, and leave again.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and you'll be homeless, and then come back the next day to watch the kids, and then I'm sure he's that. I'm sure that's exactly what he didn't do.
I'm out doing noodle super chat. Well, thank you
All right,
everyone for
well,
super chatting. We do appreciate all this, you guys. You
Mary
all are
Bob, look,
amazing.
I like you, and I don't want to think that you're doing any of this, but man, it's not making sense, honey, and it needs to make sense. It ain't even coming
Right, I
close to
understand.
making sense. It isn't. And you're the only one that can make it make sense, and you're wanting to talk in
You're
circles
not.
and instead of trying
I'm
to
up
make it
here,
make
though.
sense. You're just digging
Yeah, I
deeper and
can't.
deeper and deeper. You're not helping
Yeah, you're up
yourself at
here
all.
explaining it. I get it, but I can't. I
It
can't.
ain't making
back that.
sense.
There's too
I
many
can't.
red flags, not just one or two, too many.
Oh man, so many. It's not
I
looking
can't
good.
support that, and I
Like
can't.
Joker
I
said, I
can't
give you credit for being up here
vouch.
and speaking your mind, but it's not
But
adding
yeah,
up.
I mean, you came up here and that's
Nah.
good. I mean, you came up and I don't know,
I'm
it
not
didn't
kicking
help
you
you
out
at
of the
all,
group
but
or nothing. I'm not
yeah,
blocking you or nothing.
you're
But
still
I
Alright,
doing
can't.
everything
All right,
but
hold
help.
on.
I
Alright,
just
take
can't
care.
support
I
this.
gotta
Can you
go
guys?
to an
Yeah,
appointment.
yeah, this can't happen. And it's
Wait, she
because of
said she
people
has to
like
go to.
Ivy that wear their heart on their sleeve that will give you anything and literally beg, borrow, and steal for you. And
Can you
you're
guys
not
hear me?
making sense.
Can
Alright.
you guys? Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, so I think Nerd, you said you're gonna go to an appointment. Is that what you just said?
Yes.
Okay, so let's do this. Okay, let's take this offline. All right, I think this is a good thing to take offline and to really dig into the small things and get all of our evidence, right? All the screenshots, everything that will prove or disprove what just we talked about. Okay, because I'm going to agree with everyone that there's a lot of things that are just not adding up, and I'm trying to find out why. Right?
We gotta make
Obviously,
it make sense.
you came up here to
Mhm.
fight for your innocence, right?
Mhm.
Why else would you be up here? If I was a scammer
Mhm.
and I was being called out by all these people,
Alright.
I wouldn't just come up on a panel to fight for my innocence, right?
Mhm.
So I would just be like, all right, fuck it, the jig is up. I'm just gonna go to the next community, right? That's how scammers usually do things. And as a matter of fact, I just uncovered a very big scam on Kick, and I'm gonna talk about that this week.
Mhm.
That person did exactly that. That he just washed his hands and left. Okay, you're not doing that. So that's telling me that there's some. Again, there has to be a reason that is not nefarious here, and that's why I keep going towards like the limitations of like maybe your cognition, maybe you're losing your memory. Who knows? But we need to figure that out. So I'm going to suggest that we go offline with your stuff after you leave. We're gonna obviously we're gonna talk here, but
Mhm.
I think we should have that conversation afterwards. Are you willing to do that?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
All right, cool. All right then. Go to your appointment, take care of your business, and then we'll reconvene.
Alright.
All right, cool. Appreciate you, Nerd Pop. Thank you for coming up here.
Thanks,
Thank you
everybody.
for coming up.
I'm so
Okay.
upset.
Okay.
I'm so sorry, Ivy. It's
So
Because I feel bad for her at the same
yeah.
time. I don't know what, you know what I mean? I don't know what I'm supposed to feel. And it's just like, even though I think that this is not the full truth, I for some reason still feel bad for this girl.
Yeah.
And like
She's well known in the
it is a
community.
Catholic. I've been a nervous wreck. This poor
We
girl with
all
her
love
3
her.
kids.
She's a fun, bubbly person, but
Man,
Joker's not in our community. Joker is on a different community. Joker's on a different platform, and all of a sudden she's going to yes, she supports so many people. She
does.
she goes to so many lives,
She's so
and we can
supportive to me
appreciate
and
that.
Rich.
Ivy,
And
all she has to do is go down to social services. They will put her in a hotel. They will put her into an apartment. They will get her a job. They'll pay for babysitting that same
they'll
day.
do all
That same
kinds of
day.
stuff.
She will walk in that
Listen.
building and walk out with everything she needs right now, real time, today.
Stoney
That's
knows
all
this
she
because
has
she
to
lives in
do.
California.
Yes,
Listen,
I'm in
I know.
California, and I
It's
sign
the
people up
same
for this shit.
anywhere
She
you're
can
at.
sign up online.
The thing
I'm
is
telling you right
also,
now, she's in Anaheim, dude. They've got the most programs down there because it's
So
right next to
does
LA.
she know this information?
Yes,
Yes.
I'm giving it to her.
Yeah. Okay, so
I
you
don't even
provided so again back to the memory issue. Okay, I'll tell you what. For me, and I'm sure a lot of people can say this in the chat, she kind of seems like she has some cognitive issues.
Her
The
real
way that
way,
she's
how am I supposed to
the,
get there?
the way that she's speaking, she's not really internalizing what is going on, right? So like she's saying like, oh, resources, and she couldn't even formulate a sentence while you guys were drilling her. Okay.
that tells me that she's having issues like computing this. So if she doesn't if you already told her about like the job and she doesn't remember having the conversation about the job, and now you're saying that you gave her resources, I don't think she remembers that.
I think she does. I think she fully remembers that because she fully remembers every conversation that she's had with everybody on YouTube about how to get money from them. It's all bullshit to me. I can read red flags. Like,
yeah. And I'll tell you right now, everybody in chat, even people who don't know her, are saying that there's red flags because when we asked her about Corn Pop, she said she heard from April 2nd. We were with her April 2nd.
All day.
But doesn't that tell you? So again, I'm struggling with this. She came on this panel to fight for her innocence. If she has been guilty and she has been caught, why would she be up here?
She hasn't been caught. She's going to write it till the wheels fall off.
Look
That's why.
what Jenny Love said. Jenny Love said it sounds to me like it's easier for her to make up stories to ask for money rather than putting in actual effort or footwork into helping herself.
Exactly.
And I was kind of making it clear up here too. I'm not telling anyone what to do. Anybody can do as they want with their own free will. If you want to donate, then you go ahead. I'm just saying there's too many red flags for me.
Put a one in the chat if you think her whole situation is sus as hell.
My pocket's sealed. I'm gonna help Ivy. I'm gonna take care of that bill on the 1st. But other than that, my pocket's sealed on this unless something changes dramatically.
JMAC,
Because
I really appreciate you, but I got myself into this situation.
No, this is a community, and this is one of
our community.
No, I've got this. This is what the wee woo is going to do. We're going to pay that bill, which essentially is helping or helped Nerd Pop. All right, but I feel somewhat responsible.
We're going to give you the money.
Yeah,
Ivy,
including the 25 that you exposed. So I'm going to pay that and the 115. So, and that's that. And I don't want to hear about it. Okay, what my donations that come in go back to the community, including things like this, if I can help. So that's what I'm going to do.
I appreciate you guys so much. And I had to apologize to Emmy today for something that she didn't even know about, because I felt so bad and so guilty that I would think for a second that she wouldn't help. But I don't know, this girl got in my head.
So, let me ask you guys a question. All right, are you guys willing to go behind the scenes and put all that stuff together and really hammer this out outside of this live streaming platform?
Oh yeah.
To get all the facts.
If there's something that's going to change,
she left the group. That was the thing. Yeah. She left the group.
We had a private group for this.
She's willing. Right. She's willing. Hold on. She's willing to again get in a private call and fight for her innocence outside of the public eye. She's willing to do this. So would you guys entertain that?
I mean,
what's going to change? Sorry,
well,
what's going to change?
So what's going to change is that now you guys can actually get through the DMs, all the direct messages, all of the evidence you guys have in these chats. And when she says, hey, I said I didn't say that, you can be like, all right, let me pull up those direct messages. Let me share my screen, right? Where it's not in the public eye, you're not exposing other shit. And you're like, all right.
She's going in public places, asking people publicly to help her. So, I mean,
I want to answer Joker, and I'll agree to that. But my pocket's sealed until something's changed.
Well, I'm not asking you to. Yeah, I'm not asking you to put your money down. But what I'm saying is, like, would you entertain that conversation and really start putting those
the girls?
We only did it this way to let the people know.
All the girls did that. I'm not involved with that.
Just to publicly, she's going to people to let them all know it.
I want to address Joker's question when he said, if this was you, would you come up on a panel and say this, and this? If I was somebody that was trying to get money and live off of other people on the internet,
I would.
Yes, absolutely, I would.
I mean, the jig is kind of up at this point, though.
I would ride until the wheels fell off.
But hold on. Let's just look at it some way here, okay?
Especially
the jig is up, right? Like Well, it's not at this point. So, like, once a scammer gets exposed for being a scammer, they don't answer phone calls. They don't get in chats. They don't.
That's not true.
Right? No, that is very true. I've dealt with
Not
crypto
always.
scammers. I've dealt with crypto scammers. I've dealt with even recently a guy that was trying to have me fucking race boats for him down in Florida. Okay, talking about fucking Legoland and shit. That guy was a scammer. Now he's not fucking answering phone calls. It's these people.
I believe
as soon as it happens and the jig is up, they'll change their identity and go do it somewhere else. That's usually what they do. They don't do it the same day.
I believe there's some truth to this, but it's not in the sequence that it
There's some
fell.
situations, but not in this one. There's others. I know motherfuckers that will write it literally till the wheels fell off.
She runs.
You guys,
She runs.
she is more afraid of losing this community than she is of getting up and trying to defend herself. Because she really does have no one. That I do believe.
So why would
she's
she
not gonna be
sacrifice herself for fucking dollars? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if this is all she has, why would she just scam the community that is everything to her? I'm still fighting myself with it.
Money is the root of all evil. And once you get a taste of people donating, it gets addictive.
She's homeless. I mean, let's start there, right? You believe she's homeless, yes? That she got evicted?
I don't know. I can't validate that. I don't know.
think she got evicted. I think
Because she lost her job when she went to Vegas, and then she got
So,
evicted. after
so
she
you
came
know
back.
what would tell me something? If she is actually homeless in a fucking hotel, turn your fucking camera on. Let me see you. Let me see you in the hotel.
I thought
Dude,
about that.
I'm telling you right now, hotels in LA around Anaheim. Anaheim's not that big. It's basically Disneyland. It's dead center of it, and everything around it is related to that. The hotels in that area are ridiculous expensive because they're right outside Disneyland.
So the way you validate it, right? You tell her to turn her camera on, and you're like, "All right, let me see it." And, I mean, it's an easy ask,
give us the
right?
core. Give us the core of it.
Right? Like this is the kind of stuff.
Camera. Remember, she was showing us her daughter that one day.
This is the kind of stuff that you can do to validate. And if it's inconsistent,
she
or
was on camera the other night on somebody else's stream. I told you I'm everywhere. I watch everywhere.
Was she in a hotel?
She was on.
And she was
Rock
outside.
Cloud. I think she did give the vibe of a hotel. The shot she was showing of herself.
Right.
Okay, but you can actually tell her, "Hey, walk into your room," without doxing her, right? Because obviously we're not going to put that information out there. But walk into your room. Let's see the number of the hotel room.
Dude,
right?
how
You can
much
do
money
that.
is people donating? Because those rooms are like a couple $100 a night in the cheapest hotel.
Okay,
in the
well,
most rundown, dirty ones.
I've got a picture.
I'm not blogging you, aviation. What, Ivy? You got a picture of what?
She sent me a picture of like booking the room online or something. But it doesn't have the information on like what hotel or anything like that.
Especially this time of year. Oh man.
Listen, so when you guys are doing your validation stuff, okay, that should be one of the discussion points. Hey, you said you're in a hotel. Show me. Right? Do like start from the easiest stuff
Do
up,
the math,
right?
you guys. Do the math.
Yeah,
18,
but
19 days at $200 a night.
That's like besides the point now. Like, what is she going to do to better her future for her and her children right now, today?
Well, if she's scamming, then there is no situation with her and her children. Right?
I believe that there is, but I think she left her apartment because she had these big plans with Corn Pop. I don't think she was evicted. I don't think any of that. I think she had all these big plans with a guy that she didn't know, and now she's out on the streets living in a hotel with her 3 kids because she can't just admit that, hey, we broke up, and whatever, and then go find resources. She wouldn't take any of the resources. There was hundreds and hundreds of resources that were given to her, and she has not done one thing. Not one.
So you've identified something, and it's very important to see this. You have identified that she has made a mistake by trusting in Corn Pop, and even though she's not admitting to it, she has put herself in a position where she needs your help. That's literally what you just said. We
And,
don't.
and then I've never denied that. Never
So
have I denied
it has
that.
to do with trusting corn pop.
But now,
hold on.
when people are giving her resources and telling her, go here, do this,
Okay.
we're trying to help you, and you're not taking those resources, but you're going around to every community on YouTube and taking people's money willingly, then that's a problem.
But
That's a
no, it's
problem.
not. No, it's not.
It
And the reason why I'm going to say no, it's not is because you have identified just now that she is doing it to support her kids.
But she has other resources that she can utilize to support the kids that don't include YouTube.
Hold on. Regardless, she is doing it for her family. She's not scamming you to go buy a car. She's not scamming you to go do that.
If she's doing it for her family, then take your ass down to the damn welfare and sign up for shit and get that
She was that worried about her family that she can go down and use the resources that we were given to her.
Her approach is wrong. I'm not saying her approach is right, but at the center of it is her family. So you have identified that this
wasn't.
Okay, so perfect.
But I'm not going to support somebody that's not trying to help themselves. I had to raise my kids by myself. There were times when I had no money. I didn't go on YouTube and beg people to help me and give them some sob story.
But
I did what I had to do. I utilized the resources that were given to me. People went out of their way to try to get her a job. People went out of their way to try to get her a place. We don't.
So let's get her back on that. Let's get her. Let's get her back. Let's get her back on that track. Okay. I think that's the best thing we can, as people, as good human beings. Okay. We see her doing things that are not morally correct, meaning AKA if she's scamming or whatnot. Okay. But she has made errors. And that is going to impact small children. For the small children's sake, let us get her on the right path. Okay. So this way she can support those kids.
Here's the deal. She has to stop lying to us.
That's fine. We can iron that out offline. Offline, we can iron that out. But those small kids,
that's gonna happen.
Those small kids don't deserve this.
No, and if she went down to social services, she'd already be in a place with them.
Small children, she would have listened to us.
She would have went down and fucking got the help she needed. She could have gotten the help already.
Hey, let me talk. She would have been in a place. So, April 2nd. What was that Friday? Let me look at my phone for a moment. April 2nd is when we talked with her. She would have been in a place.
If she would have been April 3rd, she would have been there. She would have been in a place by then.
April 5th and have a job.
That long before I even give her money.
They'd have put her on Section 8. They would have done everything for her. I'm telling you. I'm guaranteeing.
She had a place for her and her kids to go. Okay, and she did not take that resource. That was from Angelina. If I need to get Angelina up here, I will.
Okay, so listen.
Sketchy.
Let's take Nerd Pop out of this. Okay, in terms of like who you're helping. Okay, let's look at not helping Nerd Pop, but helping her kids. Okay, let's look at it that way. If we can get to Nerd Pop and control the situation, and we make Nerd Pop do the things that are going to be the most helpful, not for Nerd Pop, but for her kids, will you guys entertain that?
That's what we've been trying. Yes.
Okay, perfect. So that's the plan of action. Regardless of what Nerd Pop is doing. But you guys are saying she's scamming. We shouldn't help her. We shouldn't. No,
nobody ever said that, Joker.
None of us said that.
We never said you shouldn't help her. Anybody can help her all they want. That's the thing. But this is an alert.
We're just making sure that we want to make sure that help is going to the right place.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do that, right? Let's control the situation. I think that's the best approach.
If she needs help, then let's help her. But if she's scamming people, no, I'm calling her
We
out
just
on
want
it.
all the inconsistencies to make sense.
Okay.
We
So
want to make it make sense.
let's go with. Hold on. You just said if she's scamming people, then no, right? I think that we should get her and convince her to get away from the scamming mentality and get back into the workforce mentality. Does that make sense?
Do you understand why we have this mentality, Joker? Because
We've
we
had this
sat
conversation with
and
her.
we looked up
He does.
every
Wait, he does. He wants to
resource.
help the kids as well if there is an
Right.
issue. That's
Oh,
what's
Right.
we
going
definitely
on.
We all
all
do
want to help
too.
the kids.
We definitely want to help the kids. That's not the
And
issue.
we've been
She doesn't want to
trying.
help her kids.
Right, and you
No.
have to
Trying to
do
help her
things.
kids.
You,
She
you
doesn't
have
want
to do through her. You have to do that, right? So you have
Yeah,
to
but
enable her.
But
we
she
need
doesn't
to figure out how
want
to
to.
do that without
Lead a
She
horse to
doesn't
like
water,
losing
man.
our
Well,
mind.
that's
Because
where
she's
this
got a billion and one
conversation,
reasons why she can't do everything we've asked her to do.
this follow-up conversation needs to happen to help her,
Look,
to help
I
her
was homeless
kids.
for
Right?
5 years. I know how these fucking resources and shit work. If she just
Perfect.
listen,
And
I've
that
been through
knowledge,
this
She's
shit.
got babies.
Perfect.
Right.
So she needs that. She needs that. Right there.
Okay.
You just said that.
Yes.
That is something
Okay.
she needs.
I know. I
Everybody,
gave her
let me
that.
say
I
this.
gave her that.
Okay,
Well,
you guys,
you can't just tell her.
Stoney,
You got to walk her
Stoney.
through it.
Stoney, Joker, listen, okay? There were conversations on the phone with this girl. She was told, here, we'll get you this job. We'll get you this place to live. Here's where you can go to a shelter. There was a list of shelters given to her. Is there anybody in your family that can help you? Is there any this? Can you get here? Can you do this? There was an entire list of resources. Ashley called an entire list of resources trying to get her help. And all she did was make up excuses as to why she couldn't do it.
Every single one
That
of
to
them.
me is a red flag that she does not want the help. She
So
wants to
that tells
come
me
and get money from
Belinda
she
would do
wants
the same
everything.
thing.
She wants everything handed to her. I get it. Okay.
Yes.
But what I think should happen, okay, is this follow-up conversation. You need to outline, this is the last thing that we're going to do for you. Okay. After this, if you are not doing the things that we're trying to help you do not come to the fucking community for anything. Right.
Yeah.
Gatekeeper at that point. But there needs to be parameters put in like, hey, all right, today you got to get to that fucking, to that shelter at 9 o'clock and you got to start applying. And then after that, I want to see you out there looking for jobs at 5 o'clock. Let me know what you came up with, right? Like have a plan of action, right?
Agreed.
And then when you walk through with these things, if she says an excuse like, oh, I don't know, I broke my toenail, I can't do it, right? Like obviously, what the fuck?
Dude,
What do you
she's
mean,
a
right?
grown-ass woman, and she don't need parents, and that's what it sounds like. We're not her parole officer. We're not her. We're none of that. She needs to be an
She's
adult and do this
Okay,
shit
you
on
know
her own.
what?
We shouldn't have to
I
force
gotta
her to
say
do
something right
shit.
now. I have to say something.
We don't even have
Okay,
that
so
right.
Ivy had sent me a message, and it's the receipt. Okay, it's the receipt for the hotel. So she's paying about $150 every 2 days. I did the math because I don't know how long she's been in the hotel. I know she said she was in the hotel April 2nd. So from April 2nd to April 18th, paying $150 every 2 days, she has spent $1,332.
Minus the 1
1
week she
week.
said the voucher. Yeah, so that's 12 days she still has to pay for at $150.
Every other day, yeah.
Okay, so we've established what are the things that we need to do, right? I mean, regardless of what's already done, we can't change what she spent. We can't change any of that. What we need to do is we need to work with her to fix the situation. If you guys care to help her, if you just tell her to do things and say, all right, yep, you got these resources, bye, she ain't gonna do it.
No,
That's not
I
what that
guarantee you a room in that
Sheila.
area is about $150 a night at the cheapest. It's not
Sheila,
$75 a night, not in that area.
Are you okay?
Not this
Are your
time of year.
kids okay? Where are you? She left.
People would help her out, 20, $50 here and there, but for
She
food
left
and
and
that kind
started
of stuff
calling us,
while she was
calling
doing
Ashley
something
rude.
for sure.
Can you guys
So
hear
that's
me?
why you set the parameters.
Yeah,
That's why you
I
set
hear
the
you.
parameters.
Wait,
This is
Ash
it.
is trying to talk.
I'm trying to talk. I want the floor for a minute because I got off the call pissed off,
Oh, Ash.
drove to pick up my kid from school, listened to you guys talk and carry on for the entire time that I was driving. I literally wanted to drive off a cliff, let me tell you. This is not our goddamn problem. We tried to help her. We can't force somebody to do things that we
hope they're going to do for themselves. We don't know she's homeless. We're not there. We don't know if her kids are even in her custody. We're not there. We don't know if this person is telling the truth or not. This is not our problem. We do not have to help them. We do not have to be rude. We don't have to do anything like that. But the problem is that you can't just sit here and take someone's word and hope they're telling the truth, because you said yourself, Joker, you don't like to help people anymore because you were scammed. So you can't sit here and tell us how to help her when you yourself has shied away from helping people because you've been scammed. We have every right. I'm talking now. No, I'm talking now. I listen to you.
Let her talk.
I listen to you talk the whole time.
This real quick, because you're putting words in my mouth. You're putting words in my mouth. All right. So let me explain something to you.
No,
I listened to you take over this entire call while I was driving.
You're putting my words in my mouth. No, you're putting words in my mouth. It's simple as that. Yes, you are. You're telling me why I'm not helping people. Okay. Look, the fact is this: you guys pride yourself on being there for your community. This is one of your community members that needs your help.
We don't give them money, though. Yes. We don't give them money.
This is not. I'm not asking for you to give them money. I'm saying develop a plan for her. That's all I was saying.
That's not our job.
But everybody's saying that, oh, we help community members. We've already established that this here.
Joker, you're not listening.
You're not
listening. Let Ash talk.
That's not what we're saying. We already gave her this stuff in place. That has nothing to do with us anymore. We help our community by being there. But the problem is we also be there for our community to not get scammed by other people. And this is 100% a scam. The fact that you think it's not blows my mind.
Well, it's not that I don't think it's not. What I'm thinking is this person is being misled. And if anything, we've already identified that this person is having issues trying to provide for their children. Right?
But we don't know the
having
circumstances.
issues because she's creating the issues.
Yeah,
we're not. She is.
Yeah,
Look, we've all made mistakes, and I mean, cool. She can fix this or whatever, right?
We're not even sure if she's really having issues. Is the issue?
We need transparency, is what we need.
No, but we don't know if any of it's true. We're not there. We're not physically in Anaheim, California. We can't verify if she's even legit.
Well, that's why I said do your methods of verification. That's why I said verify.
Well, why didn't you tell her, Joko? Why didn't you say to her while she came in the call, turn your camera on? Why didn't you say that?
Because I wasn't going to get her doxxed. That's why. I respect
somebody. I'm sitting in my living room.
We don't need to see her hotel, like the name of the hotel or her room number. I don't want to know.
You're absolutely right.
But if you're trying to verify if she's in a hotel room when you're offline in front of the public, right? Because you don't know who's watching. You could just again, hey, real quick.
There's signs in every hotel that look like a hotel without showing the name or anything.
People would be more apt to pay the hotel bill than hand out cash.
Absolutely, because you can call the hotel, pay the bill, and you know what's going there.
Okay. Ivy also said she also did a GoFundMe. What's it say in the GoFundMe, or where's the link?
Yeah, where's the link for the GoFundMe? Because we've never seen one. Not to mention, and I'm not trying to attack you, Joker. I'm just making a very valid point here. We do know people in our community who did scam people, did not change their name, did not leave the community, and still to this day are in our community, still trying to play nice with everyone.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we all know that happens.
Yeah, paranormal search, right? You guys are now around him again.
Well, AAT's still in the book, so everybody's still changing their names and still hanging around.
Green-Eyed Angel, Belinda, all the e-beggars.
They all do it. They don't leave because they know the community is tight-knit, but they still want to stick around.
But why do you guys still accept these people?
We don't accept them.
Because we're an open community, and we know people fuck up and make mistakes.
And
so why is this not any different? Like
we didn't tell Nerd Pop she wasn't welcome. We've never said Nerd Pop leave.
The only reason this is different is because people are reaching deep. We're not pulling out $5, $10. They're reaching deep.
Look what happened with Paranormal Search. He reached deep. He took hundreds of dollars from people. You guys were in the chat the other day.
This isn't
well, it's stopped, correct?
Like you guys still accepted him, is what I'm saying. Like it doesn't matter how deep it is.
Well, she's not kicked out of this group.
I didn't accept him.
I'm questioning.
For the record, I didn't.
We don't agree with every
financial
decision
support.
JMAC and Emmy make. I'll tell you that right
Okay,
now.
Joker, Jenny goes, Joker,
That's very true.
I asked the same question. Why keep accepting these people back? Because we got big hearts. And
So then,
do make
if that's the
mistakes.
case, if that's the case, and you accept people having mistakes, then this could be one of those cases. You know what I mean? Like people are desperate. Like,
I swear to
Joker,
God,
That's
the word
why-
is, I'm gonna have to agree with
That's
Joker
why
again,
she's
and I'm
not
sorry
being
about that.
other
booted.
people in.
Oh,
You're
for
not
fuck's sake.
listening.
JMAC.
You're not listening.
I don't agree with a lot of things that you guys are saying, but whatever.
There was 2 entire days that people tried to help her other than giving her money, tried to help her children. She did not accept the help. She did not want the help. All she wanted was people to send her money.
Cash.
Yeah,
That's
cash
it.
only. Cash only was
sometimes the
the
cash
Force
don't help.
somebody to accept help or to go to the social services office and ask for help or to do this or do that. You can't make anybody do that. So she's just going to keep going to different streams and putting up her GoFundMe and all this other crap for money. All we're saying is if she's not going to help her children
She was
or help
given a
herself,
job and a
Basically.
place to stay and refused it.
we choose not to
It's the
give
give
it
a
to
guy
her.
a fish, teach a guy to fish, right? Kind of thing. The
Right.
cash helps for a couple of days, but if they're not doing anything, then we're just supporting their
well,
lifestyle.
there's a certain way to teach a person how to fish, so to speak, right? So like you
We
can.
shouldn't have to.
Well, then that
No,
goes back to what we're going through.
because we're kind. We don't have to. No.
Hey, I got her GoFundMe. Okay, and I just said she spent over $1,300 right now in the hotel costs. Okay, she's asking for $1,000. Okay, and she goes, "Hi, my name is Rosanna. I'm a single mother of 3. I got evicted from my place, and I'm just trying to gather money for my family. On top of that, I lost my job, and currently looking." But at the moment in time, I'm needing help to get into a motel or something. For meanwhile, until I get back on my feet. Any donation is greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. God bless kindness. Now she's saying to get into a motel.
Well, why did she get fired from her job? Oh,
Because
because
to Vegas for 3
going to
weeks.
Vegas for 3 weeks with some
All
people
right.
she doesn't even know was more important.
We've all been wooed by a male or a female before, and it gets the heartstrings. We make mistakes.
Not that wooed by a dude.
You know what I'm saying?
You can't
No, I know.
use that though.
Here's the problem. The only reason why anyone is bringing this to light at all is because for the people that were trying to help her, she was going behind the scenes and talking mad shit about the ones that helped her. That's where it started. We have done nothing.
That's on the
but
personal
offer
note of it.
help.
Yeah.
That right there is some Belinda shit. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah. You don't dog the
Not
people
me.
trying to help you.
Yeah.
If
got thick
the
skin.
people are
I was
trying
more
to
worried
help
about-
you don't knock
I was
them
more
down.
worried about people like Ivy and people with really big hearts going
Yes.
broke and getting into a predicament when we don't have the facts.
We wanted to talk about this a week ago, and we said no, we don't want to do that. That's going to
You're
bring
right.
light to something.
You're
We
right.
don't want to
Ashley-
hurt someone's feelings. And I
Ashley
said,
did
you're
bring
right.
it to us,
Yep.
and I squashed it. Absolutely
Yep.
right. You're right.
And I said, you're right, because we don't need to hurt one person, because then if everybody likes Nerd Pup, we don't want anybody to, think we're being rude or being jerks, and that's not our intent. Our intent
we
is
tried
to
to do it
point out
private.
the obvious. Yeah, we tried to do it private. We tried to do it private.
wasn't
And what did
having
she
it.
do? She
It
wouldn't have
wasn't
it.
until I think today when I started hearing about people getting
When
into
Joker-
jams and this and that.
When Joker gave her money, that's when we said, fuck this shit. Because more people are getting involved.
Joker's trying to defend her ass. You fell for it. Oh my God.
No, that's not what it
Scam, because if this is a scam, then you got scammed.
No,
Oh my God.
no.
I'm fucking with you, but I'm just saying.
That is not the
It all makes
reason
sense.
why.
Make it make sense. Make it make sense. It makes sense now. Thanks.
Oh my God.
Oh my
Listen,
God.
Hold on, it was $100. It's not a big fucking deal. Look,
I can
I'm
do
a
a
guy
lot
that
with
looks at
$100. I don't know.
I'm a guy that looks at every single aspect of things, right? So like I play the devil's advocate. I look deeper into it. I don't.
That's why I'm
Devil's in
disappointed in you,
distress.
Joker.
Yeah.
That's why I'm disappointed in you, Joker. I thought you'd be the bigger man here.
It makes sense.
No. Look, I do that. I look at every aspect of it, and I give the benefit of the doubt because I know.
I gave you credit. I said, if anyone's going to see through this, this is Joker. And then everything that you said, I shook my head to, and I was like, I can't believe he's soft on me. What the fuck?
Well, no, it's not about being soft.
Here's the good thing: we're all friends, right? This is a discussion. We're all friends.
You got squishy inside.
He did. He did.
You did go soft on me, Joker. I've seen your streams. I've seen your shit. I know how you get.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Sexy girlfriend.
Okay.
Yes, we hear you.
Hold on. Look, it's not that I'm like feeling I got scammed or whatever. It's just look, I give the benefit of the doubt.
You got all close to the mic.
No, I give the benefit of the doubt. And that's just it.
Right,
like I can't sit there and just I give the benefit of the doubt. I can't just sit there and I don't just sit there and give like, have like, oh, everybody, having a whole consensus on one thing. Like, I got to look at every avenue of this. No.
I agree with you on that aspect, but I still think you went soft on us.
You're no. You got a mushy middle. Look at you, your mushy middle.
I'm not mushy at all. What the fuck?
He's the Pillsbury Doughboy. He's the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Every avenue. And to be honest with you, you want my pure honesty on this? My pure honesty, I honestly think she has some mental stuff going on.
Oh God! Oh my God! I was set up, boys. I was set up.
Yeah, and the fact that you're one of the ones she scammed. How do you feel about that?
You could be right.
Honestly, if she had some mental stuff going on, she could probably get a check every month, and we wouldn't have to worry about it.
Absolutely. I offered to help her sign up for this shit. She didn't have time to do it.
She didn't have time to do anything. She didn't even have time to.
I offered to walk her through the process of signing up for all this shit online.
She didn't even have time to sit at the police station and file a report because
she didn't have time.
Look, to JMAC's point, remember? To JMAC's point, he said, "Look, she was in love, and she got blinded by the guy, and she thought everything was going to be hunky-dory."
But was she?
That's
but did
probably
she?
Something we don't know about either. But I'm just saying, she sent Ashley a news report saying that there was a dead body on the side of the road in Anaheim, and she's like, "Oh my God, this could be him." And she didn't have time to go to the police station about it.
But maybe that's why he left.
I haven't even looked at my emails.
Him too.
I haven't looked at them, but I haven't like looked at them compared to this story.
I mean, I
don't even know what I got.
That's
I'll give her credit where credit is due. I appreciate that she came up. I appreciate that she confronted us. And you're right. Maybe there is some mental aspect we don't know about her that maybe is why she forgets everything or has something going on. But that's a lot for us to try to learn from a stranger.
Right.
She really don't seem like she don't seem like she's grasping the concept. Like she ain't seeing the severity of or the weight of the problem. I really don't think she's getting it. It don't seem like she's understanding.
For the record, community or anybody that's in my community per se, I'm not looking to have her blocked or banned or talk to people like shit. And she's here and she's gonna stay the way it is. This was all just to really know that the money's going where the money's
to make it make sense, man.
Yeah. Because I mean, honestly, our reputations are on this at all. In the end, even she was saying, "Oh, the wee woo community isn't helping." Well, that's another thing, right? Then we need to sort this.
That's another thing, JMAC, right? So, like, our reputations are on the line, and say, for instance, and I'm just say we didn't give her the benefit of the doubt, and maybe she did have a mental illness where she forgot things from like a week ago or whatever. Like, maybe that is the case, and if that is the case. This is a disabled woman who has 3 children that are right now in a very bad fucking place, right?
Right.
And that itself can tarnish us by us not considering these things. So we have to be like.
But we have considered.
And if we were seeing red flags and we don't tell our community that there's red flags to be aware, to be careful, then we're letting them down too.
Absolutely, and that's why this is the live. That's why I agreed. That's why I agreed for this to be on a live stream with you guys. Because I'm like, dude, like, there should be the community to be inputted on this because, like, again, she's going to the community for these resources.
Right. We weren't just doing it live just to like condemn her live. She's going to the community. The community should be a part of transparency to see what's going on and like what's happening. They have
Right. And by the way, I am known within my community for exposing scams. Yes. And that's a very wide audience. So if I get, say for instance, I'm here and I'm like, yeah, you know what? Nerd Pop is legit. Well, now I'm a fucking piece of shit if she did scam somebody.
Yeah, right? The next time we go to help somebody, they're like, I don't know.
I don't like the word scam. I just think that she needs to take into consideration other resources than going online trying to get money from people who don't have money to support her and her children. There are other resources that she did not accept, and now she's making like Emmy and JMAC look like assholes for not taking the resources and accusing them of not helping her, because when she got wind that one person was going to help her, it was like, well, I thought you said that this person was going to help me. I blah, 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 blah. And that wasn't the case.
When if she would have took these resources, she wouldn't need to go to the community for help. She would already have all of the help she needed.
She would have been in a place on April 5th if she...
A safe place with
what
her
I was
kids.
saying.
Yeah, she has kids. They're pretty fast.
Or maybe, how about considering this? Maybe she's waiting for Corn Pop to show up.
That's
maybe
not going to happen, and she knows that.
What I'm saying is maybe she is.
She told Ivy that her and Corn Pop broke up. She told somebody else her and Corn Pop broke up.
Mm-hmm.
But her name is still Nerd Pop.
I know.
Think about it.
Oh yeah.
He's not even coming to. He's not coming to her.
It takes 2 weeks. Don't you gotta wait? No, it's been there a while. She should be.
Her name is still Nerd Pop.
Yeah. That is.
But she wasn't too concerned about him when she thought he was dead on the side of the road, but she didn't have time to go to the police station and file a report.
While she was online with us telling us that he was suicidal and a heroin addict and living in his car in New Mexico and all this crazy shit, and then telling us that she was talking to him that same day while she was talking to us, telling us all this crazy shit.
So maybe she's hopeful that he might come back.
Told us his dad was in the hospital on his final day, like his final breath. No, that's not true either.
True.
Okay, Ivy said it takes 2 weeks to change her name. Why would it take 2 weeks?
She's had that name wait a second. She's been Corn Pop for more than 2 weeks.
Hold on. She could probably do it by now.
Nerd Pop.
Yeah, she told where's it at? Right here. Oh Jesus. I can't find her.
She changed that months ago, right so the 2 weeks is coming
Pop
down.
is in denial that he broke up with her. Okay, there's that.
Well, I'm just saying, if I didn't hear from my boyfriend,
I think he told her
for a month, I wouldn't fucking call him my boyfriend anymore. That's for sure.
I think he told her that he wasn't that they. I think she knew that they're not together no more. I don't think he's missing. I think he left on purpose. I think she knows.
I wonder if he knew about all the kids and everything. Like he probably didn't want to be a baby daddy.
No, not change her real name.
Living there.
No.
Well, apparently she was with the baby daddy too at some point. Yes. Maybe he just didn't want that news too, right?
Yeah, he was around. I guess.
She told us that he was with her. Like they were.
Yeah, now she changed all that.
Yeah, I don't think I could date a girl with the baby daddy all over the place.
But now it was the fucking same day that she was talking to us, but she hadn't heard from him. But now, and then in that same sentence, I hadn't heard from him, but then I heard from him on the second. Well, make up your fucking mind, dude.
Okay, Ivy said, after I gave her money, I figured I could ask what happened with her and Corn Pop. She said they broke up. That may have just been what she said when he ghosted her. And after she gave her the money, now she's been ghosted by Nerd. Nerd hasn't contacted Ivy.
Wow.
Wow. And she ghosted us when we were asking her if she was okay, if her kids were okay, if everything was okay. Then she ghosted all of us and she started going around to other chats and talking shit and saying nobody will help her and all this other shit, right? Because she's a real stand-up person. Come on, man. Make it make sense. Make it make sense.
Yeah, you
She
know,
couldn't even make it
money
make sense when we confronted her
money
on the
comes
stick.
in and out of money comes in and out of our hands, and we always tell
She had,
people what we do with it.
she had a very selective
So,
memory, very convenient.
like our reputation's really on that, whether or not we have or we ask anyone or support anything like that, because I screw up, where I'm done. No one's gonna want to donate to even the coffee show, you know. So
I gotta take
it's
that back.
just
She's been in their chat. She's been in their chat.
it's an
So
odd
okay,
predicament.
that's my
I'm
bad.
still grappling with this, man. Like it's just not normal behavior to fucking like if something is so precious to you, such as a community that's always there for you, you're going to sacrifice it for a couple of like $500 or whatever. Like I'm grappling with this. I don't. There has to be a level of desperation,
No.
bro.
Yeah,
I
there's
think
not.
that's because you got taken by her. You're feeling some
There's a
kind of way.
difference from reaching out for help and looking for lifetime support, or it's just
I'm sorry, Joker.
you,
I'm just trying
you
to
heard
make
it
you laugh.
yourself, Joker. The stuff ain't adding up. It ain't right.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just grappling. Something's off.
It's not right. There's something you just can't put your finger on it, but something's not making sense.
Right.
A
It
lot
just
of shit
that's why I'm grappling with this, because like
How do we
something
know
had
that
to
the
have
husband?
happened.
because you like her and you want to give her the benefit of
Hey,
the doubt. Because I do. I like her.
No, it's not.
I like her.
Listen. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who I like and who I don't like. If you're doing shitty things, I've called out people that I like and I don't like. I've never like. There are no preferences here. If you, I remember when Robert Janito, and I'll even call this fucking scammer out. Crypto guy, okay? He fucking, I liked him. He was a good guy at the time. Rich guy, could have fucking benefited my pockets, put fucking tens of thousands of dollars into my into my account at any given moment. I heard he fucking did some weird shit with his, with the minor and beat his wife, and immediately I did a story on him. You know what I mean? Like I'm not sitting here like you do shitty things, I'm gonna fucking report on you. That's what I always do. But my what?
But this is less about money and more about the stories changing and the lies and the dates not matching and all of this. If people want to give her money, give her money. That's not the point. The point is, don't come into a community, make everybody feel sorry for you, and then when that person or certain people can't help, then you go on to what you think is other communities or the same community, just different channels, and make that person, the original person, look like an asshole for your benefit so that you can get money from people. That's
So
a scam.
let's get into like the shit talk stuff, right? So what I'm getting in terms of like,
before I forget, I gotta ask a question before I get Joker.
yeah.
Why did you message me? You said, "Hey, I need to ask you an important question." So you must have had some doubt yourself to even come to ask me about her.
Well, it was more. I was collecting information, right? So like,
you had some doubt.
Well, this is what it was. Okay, she had told me that she reached out to you, and you had not given her the help or something like that. I wish I had the ability to pull up these messages. I probably do on my computer, but I'm not on my computer right now. But she said something along the lines of like, you didn't help her. And at that point in time, I knew for a fucking fact that Emmy, you would have helped her. Okay, like that's where the doubt came in. That's all. I was just like, wait a minute, what? And I told her, I was like, let me talk to Emmy. Like I was like, I'll talk to Emmy. I'm sure she'll help you. Like, I think you're kind of mistaken here. So that's why I reached out to you, because I'm like, yo, like, I wanted to know what conspired here, because there had to have been a conflict. And here it is, right? We have identified.
You had given her money before we even talked.
Well, yeah, because that's the kind of person I am. If I kind of know you, right? Like I don't know Nerd Pop. I don't talk to her like that. But if I've seen you around, you're always around. You're like in your chats, Emmy. She's coming to my chats at times.
Very nice, very sweet girl.
Yeah, just a nice person. I didn't see anything that was nefarious about Nerd Pop ever. So when she said, "Hey, like I'm about to be evicted," immediately I'm like, "All right, like that's a no-brainer to me."
So she told you this was yesterday, right?
Yeah.
So she
I think it was
told you she was
yesterday.
about.
I think it was yesterday. I'm not
Okay,
sure exactly.
she said she was about
Yeah,
to
it's all
be
blurring
evicted,
together.
but earlier she said she was evicted on April 4th. But see,
So
when we
let
got
me
her
tell
on
you
After
what,
April
the
2nd, and
said
she was
she
evicted
let me
then.
let me tell you
We're
what she
going
said
over this
about the
again.
eviction. Let me tell you what she said exactly about the eviction. Okay, this was around Friday. Okay, she said that she needed to pay by Friday some money to somebody, or she was going to be evicted and on the street on Friday.
She was evicted and on the street.
From
And
the
I said
hotel,
on
maybe.
Friday,
Maybe she's talking
and
about
then
the
I said,
hotel.
and then I said on Friday or around that time, I can't tell you if it's on Friday or Thursday, but around that time, I said, look, I'll do what I can next week because that's pay week, and I've been, saving money for a specific reason I'm not going to go into. Emmy knows what the reason is, but
I do. I'll be
yeah,
quiet.
she does. But I've been kind of like moving finances. So I said, all right, next week I got you on Tuesday. And she said fine. And then on Monday, she had asked me like, hey, just because I asked her to remind me, right? So on Monday she's just like, hey, just a reminder, like I really need the money and this, that, and the other. I said, all right, Tuesday. Tuesday came around. I hit her up. I hit her Cash App. I gave her $100. That's it. That's really all it was. But last week it was about an eviction. It's all it was about an eviction. And I also did another thing that I'm not going to tell you what I did, but it was a way to get her even more money. Okay. And since we had this conversation, I had reached out to the person about this, and I told them to not do it. Because she was about to get a nice, healthy amount from someone that I knew, or that I know, not knew, no, that is a very, 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 very heavy spender on Kick. So she was about to get very blessed by this person. I think I can't say 100%, but I think he would have. Anyway, I was doing that for her, but since then, I just said, forget about it. Don't touch this with a 10-inch pole or 10-foot pole, because I don't want him to get scammed, right? So yeah. Anyway, so that's what I was doing for her, and to me, if it was about her kids, or at least for the purpose of, again, helping herself, then yeah. But if it's something that's just not for sure, I can't get behind it. I don't want to fuck over my relationships with people that I can do business with,
Exactly. And if she would just be honest and tell the story without it changing every sentence, maybe we could be like, yeah, this is what's really going on. But that doesn't seem to be the case. And it's changed greatly over the
You heard it
last
change in this
few
stream.
weeks.
Just in this stream alone, how many times did it
Yeah.
change?
No,
Yeah.
you're absolutely right, and this is a normal thing that happens in the paranormal community. This is not even like on Kick or what. This is the paranormal communities thing, where you guys are always plagued with
No,
these
it's
people.
e-beggars. It has nothing to do with the paranormal. This has nothing
Well,
to do
no.
with paranormal.
You guys are fucking plagued with this. I'm just saying, like,
They put the
every time I
voodoo
turn
on us.
around,
They put the voodoo on me, Sarah, and Emmy.
Wait a minute. It
Since
doesn't
you had-
matter. It doesn't matter if it's the paranormal or not. So she went from our community to your community on Kick. Okay.
right?
So
But
you're not it's
these
not
people. But these people are in your community, right? This is
Okay,
where
why
they
don't I say
originate.
this?
Can we
Sarah.
each finish a thought before we cut
Sarah,
each other
look
off?
me in my eye.
Fucking A.
we need a flag
And me
doctor.
too.
Look me in my eye, Sarah.
Okay.
10-4.
So
I'm looking.
like I said, it's not going to change. I love Nerd to death. I've known her for a long time. She started following me from Patty's channel. Her name was Nerd Witch, and she changed it.
Yep.
Okay. I would give her the shirt off my back, and I was going to, but Ashley and Sarah, because they're outside the box, they're seeing red flags here, red flags there. So we got in a call
Yeah,
to
started
get
making sense.
her resources to try to help her out. And like I said, everybody was reaching out from Boston to California, everywhere.
Yeah, the whole Weeble community was doing something. If everyone,
we
if
were doing it
not
behind
everyone
the
was
scenes.
giving out cash, people were doing something. They were coming together as a community. And
Yep.
it
We were
started
doing
to
it behind
get
the scenes to avoid the trolls
weird.
latching onto it and making a bad situation worse
Yeah.
for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on the phone, bro.
And we told her that.
Until we couldn't anymore. All right, he's on the phone.
No. I was
until we
telling my
couldn't.
son. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But the reason why I mentioned the whole like paranormal community thing is because it's true. Like if you guys look back even to D-Live, right? It's you guys are always a target. It's always, whoever
Well-
has money in the paranormal community is always a target. I've heard about situations with Omar Gosh, James the Fam. I've heard the situations on D-Live with Cab 7, with
Cab
people
7.
scamming him.
But
Okay,
Cab
like
7's not paranormal.
We've seen
That's
one
the thing.
person
Yeah,
buy a
but-
car with their scam money.
that's what I'm
Yes.
saying. There's a lot of these, so like it's very difficult to
when you-
even have like a trust in that. You know what I mean?
Especially when you've known this person for like 5 years. 5 years. Okay.
And we want to believe it. We want to help her. We want to believe like she wouldn't lie or whatever. But do make it make sense.
Parasolo, that's why I'm so careful with it, Parasolo, because it's a good thing, and I don't want people to get a bad taste in their mouth.
Right.
Because then when somebody that comes along that really legitimately needs somebody's help, they're not going to get it because people came before them and did this shit.
That's what I'm saying. And it's funny. My situation actually stopped me from sharing her GoFundMe with the bigger community. So like she was asking for me to share her GoFundMe, and I said no because I was burned in the past by somebody that was from the paranormal community. It's just the lessons that I've learned actually stopped me from getting my community potentially scammed.
Jenna, I'm taking care of other things at this moment. I don't have time. I don't have the emotions. I'm already having anxiety spells, so I cannot talk with you right now, Jenna. I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
Jenna, if you need to relate, you can message me if you need to.
Message Tony, but I've it's just been really stressful, and I just can't right now, Jenna. I'm sorry. Message Tony. She'll talk with you. She'll relay the message. I just
I'm her secretary.
So yeah.
But
I'm not playing. I'm not associating the Wee Woo song with none of this. That's why I don't do that.
right.
That's why that song don't come up. That's like a theme song, and
Thank
it's
you,
only
Thomas.
it's only meant for one thing.
Yeah.
Listen, when we were talking about it the other night, I even said to Ashley and Thomas, I'm like, I don't think it's a good thing to like talk about it because it's gonna be a shit show. We don't want it to be a shit show. We're not saying that Corn Pop or Nerd Pop or any of them are bad people.
I
What
didn't
we're
even want
saying
to
is
talk about her
And that's
personals.
right.
one of the reasons
What
we can't
we're
put like where
saying
she's
is-
at. You can't put where she's at for people to just pay the bill because these trolls will get her. Oh my God, dude, this shit that will
Right.
happen. You can't
Well,
do
what
that.
Tara-
I'm saying is, if she wanted the help, she would have taken the resources that were given to her, and it wasn't just like, hey, maybe you can do this. It was people were calling, trying to get her help. People spent an entire day trying to get her help, and she would not accept any of the help. But she will accept
Internationally,
money.
internationally, people were helping.
Yes.
Yeah. Phone calls ain't
So
cheap
it's not like we're
internationally.
just-
It's a real
It's not like
thing.
we're just like, well, fuck you. We don't want to help you. It's that she was like, fuck you. I don't want
And
your
we're not
help.
trying to make anybody else not help her, but she has to help herself too.
Right. And when we asked her if she was okay, if her kids were safe, if she was in a place, if she found a place, if she got another hotel room, any of that, she left the group. And then her excuse today was, I thought we were done. We never got a response.
Literally, the group was made, and like 10 minutes later, she left.
Yep.
Yeah.
While we were all in there trying to talk to her.
Hey,
she didn't
Rich,
respond to us,
welcome.
and then she just left.
I do, Nike. I do. And like I said, if it wasn't for like Ashley and Sarah on the outside looking in, I would have gave money with no questions
Yeah, because when
asked.
me and Ashley finally talked that one day, and I started telling her the shit that she was like, see, like things started clicking. I was like, yeah, this is not right.
See, when you know
This ain't right.
Ashley and Stoney get into a chat together.
Yeah, we were in a private call together. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For a while. And I did one with Sarah too. Yep.
Jenna, go to Stoney's Facebook, or I mean, go to Stoney's YouTube channel, and her Facebook's on there, or her
My
messenger.
about page.
All this garbage you gotta
We're
clean
not
up.
heartless assholes.
It's the same name as my YouTube channel. You just send me a message request.
We tried. But we cannot force somebody to take help that they don't want.
And we can't force them to go get the help that's there just if they don't want to.
Right.
But we also don't got to send them our money either if they're not willing to go get the help that's there.
It doesn't mean we're assholes and we're like, fuck her and kick her out of the group.
I mean, if
nobody
people
ever
are
said
investing
that.
the amounts of money that they're investing, they have a right to get answers to some questions.
Yeah, exactly. Especially if they're being lied to.
And if those questions ain't making sense or those answers ain't making sense, then there's going to be more questions.
Yeah. Because I full-heartedly believe that she would not be in this situation had she not gone to Vegas for 3 weeks.
Well, those are mistakes that she had made, right?
Okay.
Yeah, she left her kids at home, took off to Vegas for 3 weeks with 3 guys.
But you can't make immense mistakes. I mean, you had to have known that going to Las Vegas for 3 weeks
and
was
not going
to put have an effect on your life. You had to have known that.
You knew you were going to lose your job.
I can't take 3 weeks and just go to Vegas. You get 1 week of vacation. So,
hell, you got kids. You got the weekend. You better have your ass back into work on Monday.
Right. Come on.
And then right after that, she ends up losing her place because she couldn't pay her rent because she fucking didn't have a job. Corn Pop caught on all this and was like, whoa, hey, yeah, no.
Caboose, you are absolutely correct on that. Grown adults can go anywhere they want.
Yep.
But when you got kids, when you got 3 kids, until they're the age of 18, they're your responsibility. You have to put everything on your life, put her life on hold to take care of those 3 kids.
That means
that's how it works when you're a mother.
And
so yeah, she can go wherever she wants. But you know what? I'll tell you this. Hold on. I'm going to say this. Jay and I had not taken a vacation until like, I don't know, within 10 years after the kids were born and stuff. Okay? Because we took them everywhere.
Can somebody tell me what that is? What's a vacation? I don't know what that is.
Right?
Well, we went to Vegas for a week.
I have no idea what that is. Somebody explain this foreign concept.
Back in the 50s, they used to take couples would go out and like on vacation. They go to places and see things and do stuff as adults without kids. Yeah, we don't. It's outdated. We don't do that no more.
Got it.
Yeah, we don't do that. It's the boomers
But
used to do that. Not
did you risk your children losing their home for a vacation?
No.
That's crazy.
No.
Absolutely not.
No. Like,
you owe me a Coke.
What? If I'm
Kids
going
come
anywhere,
first.
if my kids were still little, if I was going anywhere for 3 weeks, they were coming with me.
And I'm not letting my baby's daddy, ex-baby daddy or whatever, live in my house for 3 weeks while I go to Vegas with some other guy. Who's going to do that? How's that happen? How's that happen?
Met.
3 guys you just met.
But I get it. They've been talking online for a year. They've been talking online for a year, but the thing is,
you don't know nobody.
Those babies come first.
Absolutely.
So from back in February when she went to Vegas, I thought it was only going to be a weekend. That, you know, she told everybody. But for a month, I couldn't do that. She's got babies. My babies come first.
They're
I don't
young.
care.
Her kids are young, like 7 and under, I think.
Yeah.
And they should have came first.
Yep.
She should have made it back to them. Whether she lost her job or not, she should have been back home. It should have been not about her. She should have made it about the kids.
When you fuck up and you lose your job, it's not everybody else's responsibility to make sure that your kids are okay. I didn't make anybody responsible for I did dumb shit. That's how we live and learn. But my kids always had a roof over their head. They always had food in their belly. I wasn't
She told
online
us that
asking
she
people.
left because Corn Pop was supposed to be there and they were going to get a place. I said, did you have a place set up? No. When he got here, we were going to go find one. So you gave up your apartment before he even got there? Before you even went and looked for another one? That don't make sense. Because I tried to get back in, but they wouldn't let me. What? No.
Ivy just said if she already knew she was getting evicted when she went to Vegas, she should have spent that time getting her shit together. Exactly.
She should have maybe not have lost her job.
I don't think she got evicted. I think she thought that maybe, I don't know, maybe she did get evicted. There's two different stories going on with that.
For 3 months, fucking, or 6 months, fucking storage unit for everything in her house.
We lost Joker.
Where'd that come from?
She's trying to make this all about Corn Pop. Well, you need to make it about your kids.
It's not about Corn Pop.
When you make it about your kids, then I'll have some respect for the situation.
Nerd, we'll end the stream. You want to come up so we can talk with you?
Private.
Because we got a few things to talk to you about. We want to do this.
I'm gonna make a list. I'm gonna make a list of questions.
And checking it twice, going to find out who's naughty or not.
That's exactly what we're gonna do.
So please come back, Nerd. And thank you. Thanks again for coming back into chat.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And everybody who's in chat, we're not ganging up on her.
No.
We just want transparency. And that's it. I mean, you have everybody has every right to know. Joker is good. Joker is a good guy. Everybody has
the right to his reputation. Joker's a jackass, dude. He's a badass. He's a jackass.
No, you can't be saying Joker's nice. He wants people to think he's an asshole. Don't say that.
He's a fucking asshole. Yeah, he's an asshole.
Right.
Go with that.
You're right.
She was thinking about somebody else. Yeah, Joker's a fucking asshole. Who's echoing?
Yeah, somebody's echoing.
Not me.
Not me. Thomas? Nope. JMAC?
Don't think it's me.
Stoney? Stoney, it's you.
I think it was Jay. No,
nope, it's
she
Stoney.
muted. Was it Stoney?
Yeah, it's Stoney. Because Jay's not muted.
No, it was me. My phone was going. It was me.
Oh.
Oh, you dumb fuck. Okay, never mind, Stoney. I'm sorry.
It's always my fault.
You know, I'll tell you guys, I'm going to be meeting Joker too. So, if I really thought he was a bad guy, I wouldn't meet
jackass.
him. I know.
I'm an asshole. Oh.
And Joker and I have had issues in the past. We've clashed pretty hard. But I stood my ground and he stood his ground. And I'll tell you guys, because we were doing little innuendos at each other, and I hit below the belt, and I horrible about it. And when I thought about it, I started crying because I felt so bad. I had to apologize to him, you know, during a live stream.
Is she going to come back in here?
I don't appreciate you guys talking shit about me, saying, okay, get up here.
Yeah.
Get up here.
And we're not talking shit about, we've offered, you were up here. You could have stayed up here and answered questions. You're not answering questions.
We weren't talking crap about you. All I I said is me being a mother, I wouldn't have spent 3 weeks in Vegas.
Me either.
And lost my
Get
job.
up here and defend yourself so we can go offline.
I'd say that to anybody.
Or give up my place to stay without a no.
I typed that a few minutes ago. I was outside when I said this. It was prior to run. The chat started, or the conversation started to get on her motherhood kind of thing. It's not what it's about, in my opinion. But
Nerd Pop, please come up here so we can go offline and talk behind the scenes.
Like we tried to do in the beginning.
We will go offline. We will shut this down.
Mm.
You don't want to talk off scenes?
Well, if you want help, you might want to.
when do you plan on wrapping it up?
Well, I thought she was going to come up here and we would have went off.
She said she was willing to talk off
Hold on.
line,
I
behind
want
the
to say
scenes.
this.
So come on.
I want to say this real quick. Okay. All of this happened because you asked for help. Okay. You asked for help. People couldn't help you with money. People tried to give you resources. We let it go when you walked away and you didn't want the help. Okay. We're trying to make sense of all of this because if you're coming to people and you're asking for money and you're asking people to help you and you're trying to make everybody feel sorry for you, then when it doesn't make sense to anybody because you're telling 17 different stories. Then when we discuss it, we're the assholes. That doesn't make sense to me.
It's fair, Nerd Pop. It got a little dogpiley a couple times. That's fair, and I commend you for coming up and taking that kind of heat.
We all do. And like I said, I love you to death. I've known you for a long time. You know?
Nobody's ganging up on you. We're trying to help you. We're trying to give you resources so that
don't talk soft about you. Go back and listen to the stream. I was telling everybody how much I love you and how long I've known you.
Oh my goodness.
Don't ever say don't talk soft to me. I mean what I say.
Talk soft to you? What the fuck are you talking about? I don't even know how to talk soft. If you met me,
I said.
How were we bashing you? I was speaking as a mother. All of us was speaking as a mother. We weren't bashing you.
By fact checking you? Why? Because you couldn't answer the questions?
I didn't know you were out.
Because now you got called on some shit that you can't figure out, so now you're going to try to flip shit and blame somebody else?
Right,
no, you still got answers you need to come up with.
Yeah, you can't turn that around on us.
You don't get to do that.
No, don't be the victim now. Do not throw out that fucking victim card.
It ain't going to work.
Be transparent and the fucking community can help you. Caboose, why don't you help her then? She's
be willing to help
in a hotel
yourself.
with her 3 kids. She wants money. Help her out. We've given her resources so you can help her out. Caboose, you got money to give to her? Then come up here and talk with us so we can go private.
And figure it out.
You don't want to do it?
Why are we mixed up about it? Because you keep telling different stories.
Then come make it make sense then.
Yeah. Make it make sense.
That's what we've been telling you.
Emmy, quit being were you trying to say a bitch?
Easy.
Wow. Emmy, quit being a bitch.
You don't know the whole story, bud.
It was at that moment.
I'm gonna let that one slide, but I don't want to hear nothing else, right? About that, because you don't get what's going on. Let me turn my camera on so you understand me, right? Don't go there. Just don't go there until you understand the whole thing. All right.
Hey,
See you later, man.
Thomas, Somebody, I don't have. I'm not super mod. I can't do
I
fucking
got
nothing.
him. No, he's out of here. I got him. See you later, Caboose. God bless. Where is it? Where am I? Let me get to my channel.
You were
Get your
talking to
words in.
me
You got about
about
4
what?
seconds.
Because I said I wouldn't leave my children for 3 weeks. I wouldn't. I was speaking in experience of mine. I didn't get to just leave. I didn't leave my kids for 3 weeks. You should have known that if you left your job for 3 weeks, that you weren't going to have a job when you got back. That's common sense. I said that, and I'm speaking for me. I would never leave my children for 3 weeks. My kids are grown, and I never left them for 3 weeks, ever. So, okay, you heard everything, and then you heard me say that.
Again, you don't get to flip this on us because we got questions.
No,
you're not making
you're not
sense.
the victim.
If you want to defend yourself, then come defend us. Come answer questions then. Make it make sense. That's all you got to do. Make it make sense. Don't sit here and try to fucking insult people and act like people are, again, we're not. We're trying to fucking figure this shit out so we can figure out some way to help you. But right now, you're not making sense. Nothing's making sense. Nothing's adding up. You changed your story at least fucking 6 times on this stream. Make it fucking make sense.
And that's ridiculous.
Then you went and talked shit about it behind their back, and now you're going to try to flip it?
You just said it. You just said it all in that paragraph right there. Like I said, thanks to whoever donated to me. But people donated their time, and you still ran around running your mouth about Emmy after she spent
Then
hours
you're
trying to
thanking
help
me.
you.
You're thanking me then because I'm paying off the entire bill over there. At least for one person.
But then you want to talk shit, even though he's going to pay that for you. But nobody's trying to help you, right? We're just all up here to bash you, right? No, we just wanted to make sense.
No, we were trying to help you. Why did you leave the group when we were asking you if you were okay? We took care of that. He's gone. We didn't know if you were okay or not. We were like, what the hell? She left the group. We were trying to find out if you and your children were okay. And you just, poof, gone. Nobody can get a hold of you. I beg to differ on that, Parasol, though. I'm a bitch. I'll admit it. I don't care.
I absolutely am.
And but
you know, I'm just not gonna have somebody freaking flare the whole place up.
No. We were genuinely concerned. Like, you can't do that to people and not expect them to not get upset. I mean, if you want to know the honest to God truth, like, yeah, we want to talk to you. We're not saying that nobody's trying to help your children, because damn it, we were worried, and then you boofed on us. You were like, bye. I thought we were done. Done with
Will
what?
you talk? Hey, hold on, Nerdwitch. Will you talk with me
That's
behind the scenes,
acceptable.
please?
Yeah,
Hold
that's
on,
totally
Jay.
acceptable.
Nerd,
Yeah.
will you talk with me behind the scenes, please?
She just said she would talk behind the scenes.
Just me and Nerd talk behind the scenes.
Why's your camera off?
Because
I'll wrap this up right now. You girls can talk and
no, it'll just be me and Nerdwitch. That's it.
All right. Well, either way.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up, but I need to know, will you talk with me behind the scenes? please.
She just wrote in the chat that she would talk behind the scenes.
Okay,
All
with
right,
me, yes.
Let's get out of here.
Okay, so Nerdwitch, click that link, come up here, and everybody will leave. Okay.
All right, guys. So the rest of you are gonna pop in all of a sudden over at Brook Cloud TV's my boy. He's also a stoner, but he runs a little pot shop over there. He's a lot of fun. Pop in and just say hello and just say JMAC raid, and that's all we ask for today. I appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We'll get this sorted out. God bless everyone. Catch you later.